That's the first time where we've like all been here for the start of the stream.
Oh yeah.
We were punctual for once for Lindsay,
I've
and it's
been
7
here.
o'clock exactly. You guys
the last
are
It's 9:05. We're squidge late, but that's fine.
Let's be real though, that was the first and the last time that we were all here on time, starting the stream on time.
Hey, I'm a GM now. I have to be on time.
Oh,
And I'm usually the one that's
do
late.
you though?
You're right. I'll just let you guys get up to some shenanigans and then I'll come fix it.
What's up, Saber?
Hi, Saber.
Oh, I want to be on Twitch so bad.
Saber.
Nice you to join us, Bart.
Hi, Noof, and hi, Might Be Kelly.
It's Anderson.
Barth is here. Barth is going to be playing in the Fang Hall game.
Ooh!
Oh yeah!
We're excited about that.
Is that this Friday that it starts?
It doesn't start this Friday. We're having our session 0 meet and greet tech stuff this Friday.
Get hyped, everyone.
Get
Get
hyped.
real hyped.
Don't get as hyped as for this game. This game,
Because we're starting now.
can I just point out that the map still says something at the top corner?
It does? Where?
I mean, the world is known as Ibarra, but the campaign now
Oh yeah, I
has
didn't
a
change the
different
world
name.
name.
Okay. All right.
The world name being Tidefall would be a little.
I don't know. I don't know this world's life. This is my first time meeting this world.
Not yet, you don't.
Maybe this world identifies as Tidefall.
Where in Tidefall are you, Jimmy?
That's
Like runner.
I want to know who that NPC is.
You may meet them. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Okay, kids. Are we gonna wait a bit? Or are we gonna get into it?
Well,
I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Roll the intro.
roll for initiative.
So, guys, who wants to recap what happened last time?
Well,
We talked a lot.
Bellin was like super over the top excited about everything. He
Oh,
was
wow.
like, hey guys, I'm so excited to be here. Qual, on the other hand, whose name is actually Cole, but I'll never get it right,
Ryan described.
was very, very like, I hate life. This place sucks. That's exactly how that went down.
I think, let's see.
After a
No,
good start.
the stream will actually see properly when I point, because they see. Because, like, normally the Roll20 cameras are mirrored, but because of it's capturing the monitor, I can just. I was gonna say, this man is lying about the characters and wanted to make sure I was pointing the right way.
I think
Yep.
you're pointing to Lunalis.
Yeah.
The stream sees me as pointing to you, but you guys all see me pointing at Lunellis.
Oh, so it's different
Okay.
here.
Yep.
Crazy.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, well, everyone, welcome to our new campaign of Tidefall, which takes place in the world of Ibarra. And thus far, our heroes, who we have not met yet, they have just arrived in the eastern city of Escher, which is a port city. And the elves they've just arrived and they're looking for work. Just trying to throw down roots and find out what's going on this side of the continent. And did you guys already have a job? You had one job that you did?
Correct.
Yep.
Right. So the elves ran into a dragonborn on the street as they were looking for work, and they all ended up doing a job together. And when they went back to see a man about a dog, or, to see a person about some money, they went to a tavern on the dock side of Escher, because Escher is situated on both halves of the river. There's the port side and the dock side. And so they went to a dockside tavern to meet a man about their money, and as they were about to leave with their money, a burly man came rushing in, looking very panicked, and he just looked around to everyone and was just like, "They've got my girl! The goblins, they've got my daughter!" And so he then accosted the young adventurers, seeing that they were well armed, that they were obviously experienced if they'd just come in for pay, and he begged them for their help. They knew
Did he? Oh, sorry. All right.
he
Never mind.
accosted them. Where was I?
Begged for our help.
So, yes, and so the young party knew that they would need a little bit more help on this job than they'd had before. Luckily, the young dragonborn had a friend outside of the city who they were going to go ask. And there have they been, walking outside the city with Bammy leading them. And they come across this small campsite on the outskirts of the city, sort of almost near the river. And that is where we will begin. If everyone wants to introduce themselves with how you look, how you seem, as you come across this new human.
I would like to apologize for not realizing there was an intro there. I was ready to start just like talking to this guy.
No, so was I.
Okay, all right. Bellin and Loon on the same page.
Yes.
I was like, goblins, oh no! I'm going to be playing Cole, who is a Sun Elf wizard. He's young, he's optimistic, and homeschooled. So
Is
it's
that
also
like a personality trait?
yeah, it is. It really is. What does he look like? He looks like a homeschool kid. That's what he looks like.
Oh, should I pop that up for everyone to see, maybe?
Sure.
Would that work?
Yes.
Does the stream have access to our sheets?
I mean, it popped up so I can see that. I can't
Should work,
check
man.
the character sheet or anything. We can see the picture and the physical description and all that, so...
Cool.
All right.
That's me.
Next.
That's me. All right. I am playing Kyra Goldleaf, a human paladin, Oath of Vengeance, and she is from Sakrish, which is a completely walled-off city and very isolationist. And this is Kyra's first experience out of the walls. And before, when she still lived within the walls, she was a guardian of the wall, like the guards that guard the wall. Yeah, that's me.
Excellent.
Is that me now?
Yes.
I am playing as Bellin Ives. Bellin is a wood elf. It's pretty plain, average, probably a little bit stockier than some wood elves go. He's not really remarkable in any way, shape, or form. He has done some things that are not exactly reputable in his past, but it's not really defining him as a person, just so everyone knows. And he's not a ranger. I'm watching you guys. So he's an archer for the most part, and he is a little ball of sunshine. And by that I mean he's generally not happy at all, ever. But no one would know it because he's really good at lying.
Excellent.
That's what I got.
Did anyone get to see Bellins?
No.
That I've definitely popped up 3 times.
That's funny. We're like, she's gonna skip Bellin. She's
But-
not
No.
do it.
It makes sense.
It's but I don't think his sheet is.
You have to
I
make it
can't-
visible to all
Yeah, I
players.
can't actually see your sheet in
So,
what's sitting.
Yeah,
Are all
which
of the
is
rest
so
of it?
funny. Did you do that on purpose? Is that a meta thing?
I know.
I don't know what I'm doing at all, guys.
So go to Balin's sheet
Uh-huh.
and Bellin. Sorry. How's it feel?
How do you?
Uh,
There, I can see Bammy.
Shoot.
Bammy. It's
My bad,
I
my bad,
I
my
can't
bad.
see Bammies, so I don't know what you guys are seeing.
I can
Well,
see
if you
Baby.
have your character sheet up,
Right.
it's not going to pop up on screen for you.
Okay, so I should close mine so that you can pop it up so that stream can see
Oh, I
it.
can see.
Bellin hasn't popped up though.
Okay, how about
There we
now?
go.
Yep,
There we
there's
go.
Okay,
balance.
good. Wow.
All right.
Smooth start.
Yeah,
Everyone's
so there's
balanced?
Bellin. He's
Yeah.
pretty plain looking for the most part. He's got kind of a disheveled appearance. You know, his hair's messed up. It looks like he tries, but it doesn't succeed. He usually has like a belt buckle undone or like a shirt halfway tucked in. And he doesn't like to be around people for the most part, but he loves Loon, who is his only friend that he actually knows about ever, really, except for, well, one, but he's probably dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was all a ploy just to get extra time for Bellin, because he's the favorite.
Everyone hates Bellin.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, there's
Did that work?
one info. Yep.
Okay.
Baramy is a gold dragonborn barbarian. He was born in the desert just hatched out on his little lonesome and raised himself, and made his way to Sakrish as a de facto caravan guard, and is now met up with these hooligans for shenanigans.
I will be playing Lunellis. She is a moon elf engineer, which is a class that Robert / Bellin / Mental Burnout kind of homebrewed as a really, really well, basically. And so she comes from a Colliard. She has an eye for expensive and interesting technology that might, need liberation or repurposing. And so, yeah, she's on a quest to get some gold and open up a shop and build a name for herself as the most bestest, amazingest engineer, tinkerer person in the world of Ibarra that we know of.
All right, awesome. So, Cole, Bellin, Bammy, and Lunellis come across this camp, and you see this human decked out in this armor, probably. And Kyra, you see Bammy coming back suddenly. She did not expect, presumably. And then these 3 elves. All right.
And this is at my little campsite?
Yeah. Take it away.
Kyra, we have need of your help.
Oh crap, I forgot my accent already. Oh, I forgot it. Oh well. Bammy, what are you doing back so soon?
A man in
Or at
town,
all.
his daughter has been taken by goblins. We need to go help.
Goblins?
You know what goblins are, don't you?
Of course I know what goblins are.
Well, they're really dangerous, and we gotta go now.
I wouldn't quite call them dangerous, but proceed.
Loon,
Yes?
do we have to do this?
There is
I
a
suppose we
girl in
don't
danger.
Exactly have to, but if
Hi,
we want to
I'm
make
Cole.
our way, if we want to make our way into Sakesh, it would be helpful to have a good name, I suppose.
Well, I mean, do we want to make our way into Sakesh? I mean, it's fine. All right.
I would like to make my way into Sakesh. I would really like to see what they have there, what they need.
Are you all talking about Sakrish?
Oh, that's been. I'm sorry. I'm new to this area.
I'm sorry. We were having a private conversation.
It's okay, Ellen.
Not
I'm-
very private when you're talking out loud.
Well,
I
wasn't
know they do
talking
that
out
a
loud.
lot. They think I don't hear, but
I wasn't talking out loud to you. See, Loon, this is what I'm talking about.
But see, the way the sound works is that it goes. on the
There is a
direction.
girl
Okay.
in danger.
Well-
We need to go save her.
Okay, Bammy, where are the goblins?
Do any of you remember where he said the goblins were? He said the goblins had his daughter.
He mentioned a direction.
Did you know the man you
I-
spoke to? He was the blacksmith, and he said they took her from his house.
We might
And
be
then
able to pick up.
he said he didn't know.
We might be able to pick up a scent from his house.
We can find some clues.
Yes, like Cole says, some clues.
Yes, Kyra, I've worked with these ones on a job before, but we feel we may need someone else along, and of course I thought of you as you've been so helpful to me in my time in Escher. So, please come assist us.
Please.
I suppose I don't have much better to do at this point. I'm Kyra. What are all of your names?
Lunellis, it's nice to meet you.
Hello.
Bellin doesn't often introduce himself, so I'll do it for him. But that's Bellin. I'm Cole.
Yes, Cole. We shook hands already. What is this black substance on your hands, Loon?
Oh, don't mind that. It's just a bit of grease. bit of an inventor and engineer.
If you want, I can clean you up a little bit.
Please do. I don't know if I.
Prestidigitation.
Well, thank you, Cole.
It seems like you know Bambi, so...
Yes, I do. We've traveled many days together now. So shall we go to the blacksmith then?
I suppose that's the best place to start.
All right.
Let's
Okay,
go
I'm
solve
not
the
muted.
case.
Okie dokie, let's go then.
The case of the missing daughter.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Music. There we go. Okay.
Bellen's gonna be behind the group.
Okay, so you guys all come back into the dock side of Escher from Kyra's camp, presumably after you packed up your stuff, which was quick to do because you were the only one there. And so you guys come back into town, and it's getting later toward afternoon, like facing evening, like 4 o'clock-ish. So there you go. What do you want to do?
Do we know where the blacksmith lives?
Rob's not. Well, do you? Have you had time to go to the blacksmith yet?
Did he told, I guess we should ask somebody.
So I don't know if I would have gone there for, shopping reasons, but I might have gone
Cactus.
looking
I've
for
been there
my
a couple
friend.
times to get
Just,
some.
yeah.
I've been there a couple times to get specialized cogs for Lunellis' stuff.
And if he has,
Can I see any smoke rising anywhere? Like,
Make a perception check.
First roll.
First roll!
okay, Bellen's gonna ruin everything.
If this isn't that one, that'll be...
About there. It was pretty close.
I mean, there's actually a lot of buildings that are producing smoke, like houses, taverns, other things. Like, you can't really differentiate smokes. There's lots of smoke, though, in the sky. Good job.
I
Chimneys.
I don't.
Chimney stores.
Is there anyone near us?
Oh yeah,
Like
there
a-
are lots of people working on
Yeah,
bringing
fishermen
in like
right there?
ship carts, carrying lumber with carts and beasts of burden. It's all people around.
So you mean to say that you have been hired by someone you don't even know where he lives?
He was kind of,
in a rush.
Is it?
yes.
Is
That's
it
what I
possible that
tried
I
to
might have
say.
gone to the blacksmith to
Yes.
get some parts for Lunellis' things?
Yep.
Follow me.
Okay.
How come the young one is the only one that seems to know anything in this group?
I did a lot of studying.
And he's a good errand boy.
Thank goodness for that.
It's not so much that he knows more, it's just that he talks more often.
Alright, so you guys make your way to the blacksmith, and he is actually pacing outside when you arrive. And there's a little boy sitting on the porch who is like really red-faced, really blotchy. He's like 6 years old, and he looks like he's been crying for hours.
I rush up to him.
I insight check the boy.
Do you really?
No.
Why not?
This isn't Strahd.
It's a small
Yeah, it
child
is.
outside of the place.
Throw a dart at the boy.
Who would do that? Who'd throw a dart at a child?
Through the guard at the boy.
So I'm gonna run. Well, not run, but like hastily walk up to the boy.
Okay,
Uh,
as you get closer, you see that he's like really tightly holding like a blanket, like a small blanket, like it used to be for a baby, and he's just holding it, and he's just crying with it under his chin.
I get down on one knee, kind of to his level, and excuse me, are you all right?
He just buries his face in the blanket and just.
Oh no, my heart!
And then the blacksmith comes over. I'm sorry, that's my son. He was there when it happened. Are you going to help me?
Of course. Do you know where your daughter might have been taken to? Have you heard of where goblins might be?
We don't usually see goblins in Escher. They came all. She's my apprentice. She was in the forge, and I thought she was. I'm a blacksmith. You could look for tracks or just Please.
I'd like to
Please.
insight check the blacksmith.
Please, could you lead us to the forge, please?
Yeah, all right.
Um,
And he just starts walking around the back of the house. Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, so he said that goblins don't typically come into town, and he says he thought she was in the forge, which to me sounds like for her to just be snatched out from there seems a little fishy, so I'm kind of just seeing if he seems like he's on the up and up while he's saying that to us.
Okay. He is absolutely distraught, and he is being completely sincere. And this I should have probably said this before. Baby DM, everyone. So this blacksmith is actually like toward the edge of town, like near the end of the river and the shore. Like there's not a whole lot of buildings farther than it, if any. It's kind of on its own-ish. It's kind of a crappy blacksmith. So he is being absolutely sincere that like goblins aren't usually seen even like this close to the shore. And yeah, he seems sincere.
Okay. I don't tell anyone that, though.
how is the quality of the kid's blanket, the baby blanket? Is it like torn up or anything? Is it?
It looks weary. Like it looks like a little worn, like it's been used for like a few children probably. But it looks clean. Like it looks clean, like he probably hasn't used it until today.
Okay.
So the blacksmith, someone said they wanted to see the forge, so he's like, oh, all right, it's just in the back of the house. And then he just starts leading you around the back to like what would look like kind of a covered porch, but except for like instead of like a screen or anything, it's just open air and you can see like the bellows, a bunch of work tables and stuff like that. Well, this is the forge. I guess this is where she was. And then you hear little tiny feet coming up behind you. And he just looks around the corner of the house and looks at you looking at the forge.
About what time was she taken?
He looks at the little boy, and the little boy just ducks back behind the house. And the blacksmith is, a few hours ago, I came as soon as I found out, and then you all left the tavern. It was just an hour before that.
Remy, do you see any tracks around here?
Yeah, I would like to look for goblin feetsies and maybe signs of someone being dragged away.
I'd like to lean up to Loon and very, very quietly whisper in her ear.
Make a survival roll, Bammy.
I'd like to quietly whisper in her ear, why did he go to the town guard?
I don't know. Does this small town have a guard? I mean,
Why?
if they do they have time to look for a blacksmith's apprentice go? I don't.
It just seems odd that goblins came in and took his apprentice, who, let's be honest, a young woman living with a blacksmith and his son seems weird. Then he ran off and left his son to go and find us in a tavern.
I'm sorry, is it weird because girls can't be blacksmiths?
Isn't it his daughter?
It's not his daughter.
It is his daughter.
Wait,
She's just also his apprentice.
Oh, also his apprentice.
In the tavern, he said they took my daughter.
Then I forgot that. I thought that when we got here, you said it was his apprentice, not his daughter. So that's my bad.
Well, she's also the apprentice.
Okay, then it's not weird if she's his daughter. I thought it was just like some random young woman living with him who was learning how to blacksmith. The blacksmithing part's fine. It was the young woman living with him part.
I'm not sure. I mean, if it's a trap, we'll probably get some gold out of it.
I'm just saying, it just seems odd that he would come to a tavern to find us versus the town. That's all I'm saying.
Historically speaking, a lot of great adventures are found in taverns. So that's what I've read, anyway. I'm sorry, I keep butting into your conversations.
Cole has really
It's a little rude.
and it's a very annoying.
Does Cole have, like the jaw lisp? I'm sorry, I keep butting into your conversations.
Not quite.
Okay.
And so while these conversations were happening, Bammy started looking around, maybe sniffing around, like
Basically on all fours.
yeah. So he got down, was smelling, was looking, was like doing weird like rangery stuff. Not rangery, but you know, like Aragorn when he like touches grass and like smells it and stuff. So that's what Bammy was doing, and the blacksmith is just like kind of standing back, kind of realizing that maybe he shouldn't be adding more tracks around, and he just watches Bammy do his thing, and he just then watches you guys talk and kind of gets the feeling that you guys aren't super gung-ho about this. I do have some money that'll incentivize. I want my daughter back, and I'm willing to pay whatever that takes. And then Bammy, as you're looking around and things, you do find obvious, tiny, not like humanoid, but not human or elven tracks coming from like eastward toward the beach, and then they came up, and there do seem to be signs of a struggle around the forge and toward the back door of the house. And there does seem to be maybe even some slight damage to a cabinet in the forge. And then the tracks that leave the forge back toward the beach are definitely... There is one larger set of footprints that seems to like drag and like scuff into the ground and like leave indents, as if that set of footprints was trying to like pull back while walking.
Okay. I would stand up and be like, I went that way! And indicate the drag tracks and just like look around at everyone, see if they have anything to say, and if not, I'm just going to start heading after the tracks.
Can I look at the cabinet? That looks like it was damaged.
Absolutely. Do you want to roll? No? No. So as you go over to the cabinet, you can see that like it was a double door cabinet kind of a thing, and it was blocked by something, and which was torn away hastily and then forced open.
Can I see if there's anything in it?
Oh yeah, you can open it. It's actually like what is in it is just like bags of stuff, like leather strips, like just waste things or just use things useful in a forge, like little tinder bits, all shoved toward the back as if something else was in here.
I look at the blacksmith and I say, so was there something rather important in here?
Was there what?
Was there something else in here? Something important? Or
That's where I found my boy. He was, I guess he was hiding there, or he was crying when I came. That's how I found out. I had to open the cabinet, and it took me a minute to get it out of him what happened.
Hi, what's your name?
It's a little kid. Cole, like, gets down.
Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. I'm Cole.
Hi, Cole. He like looks like he's gonna take your hand, and then he just doesn't. He just kind of backs back farther into the wall, kind of scoots down the wall of the house.
Hey, Jimmy. I know you're scared. I've been scared a lot too. But guess what? We're gonna find your sister, and we're gonna bring her back. Don't you worry. If there's anything that you saw when you came here that you could tell us, it would really help us out a lot. Like maybe, do you remember like how many or anything like that?
And he just starts making this like long crying whine.
I don't have anything to give this kid.
Okay.
That's perception.
Oh,
You may
what
roll
check?
again.
What check?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, sorry.
Good. Great. Yeah, no, he just keeps on crying.
Can Bellin
He
step
actually like
forward?
slides down the wall and like
So-
make himself.
I'm gonna start making sparks with prestidigitation. Just make a little like a red firework go with this one hand, the other hand, and then a green one back, and just like do a little show for him.
I'm like, see, look, we got all sorts of cool things, and we're really good at tracking people down. You can trust
Yeah.
us.
Can Bell? Oh, go ahead.
Well, you could do it. What were you gonna do?
Oh, Bellin was gonna step forward and kind of like push Cole aside and just like lean down and just be like, Hey, why don't you stop crying and tell us what we need to know so we can get your sister back?
Bellin.
You're not helping anyone doing that.
And you're not helping the situation by harassing this poor child.
Bellin, make an intimidation check. Roll.
I'm not trying to intimidate him.
Well, it
I'm just-
sounded
you're
pretty
being
intimidating to a
intimidating.
6-year-old.
Well, I'm just trying to talk to him to tell him, like, hey, you need to just grow up a little bit. I'm not trying to scream at him. I'm just telling him, hey, fuck up, kiddo. Like,
If
you're not
Okay.
doing anyone any good by crying. You just need to just take a moment, take a breath, and think about what happened so we can help you.
He like looks at Cole and looks at Bellin.
And Cole's
He starts wringing the blanket in his hands, and he's just. Well, they tried to grab me, and she put me in the cabinet, and then I didn't hear anything, and my dad came, and they took her away. And then he just puts his head in his blanket again.
Okay, thank you very much. That was extremely helpful. Bellin, can I speak with you for a
Jimmy.
moment?
Thanks, Jimmy. You did a good job, and we're gonna make sure to do our part too.
Okay.
And Loon froze.
oh,
Oh, that's
Okay,
it.
back, back, back,
There we
back.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Bellin, a moment, please.
Okay?
In the future, when we encounter children, maybe try to be kind to them instead of forcefully reasonable. They just don't have those skills, you know. Very difficult and traumatic for the small ones.
Blacksmith's just wringing his hands, looking between you guys, kind of watching Bammy leave, and you guys stay.
Yeah, I just now that we've gotten that info, I just start moving towards the tracks, following
And I'll
them.
follow you, Bammy.
One, Loon, children have to grow up sometime, and in situations
goodness.
like this.
I can't listen to you two anymore. I'm going to follow the two that are going to do the job that we've been asked
Walk
to
and
do.
I
Walk and
just
talk.
like,
Bye!
I would
talk.
just like to explain to the party that every single conversation I've had with Loon was not intended for anyone else to listen to. In fact, the point of us walking away
There's no one
from
else
you,
there. We're all gone.
yeah, we're gone.
We all walked away.
yeah, it's that somehow you're still listening to me.
I'm telling you, OOC.
So walking and talking, Bellin would say that children have to grow up sometime, and he was doing no one any good breaking down, and we did get more information out of him, so I failed to see how my methods aren't working.
Well, I mean, you can. You did extract information, but Cole was doing a good job and was just about to warm him up. And yes, I do agree. All children have to grow up, but I don't think that they need to grow up at 6. 6 is a little early, in my opinion.
Then being nice has got neither you nor me very far in life.
Oh, being nice has gotten me very far. It's gotten me in so many doors. You have no idea.
Well, being nice hasn't gotten you very much in your pockets then.
I've got gold.
Yes?
I mean, not as much
How
as I
did you
need.
come by it? By being nice.
Sometimes.
Nice up front.
Yes.
Okay.
Am I actually a nice person? I don't know that. What is goodness, you know? But you can use niceness as another tool. Just saying. But let's go get this gun.
Okay. And Bellin's gonna be behind the group, walking a bit ways back.
Kyra jogged up to catch up with Bammy.
Okay. So Bammy is leading the way, and he handily follows these tracks.
As,
And
you know,
he even
as-
starts.
just as they've gathered up, it's like, looks like there are at least 4 goblins, and there might be more where they're waiting. I don't know. Do goblins have nests? We didn't have too many of them in the desert.
I don't know if I studied that. Probably not.
We don't really have goblins of Goliath, so I have no clue.
I mean, I know history. I don't know if from history I might know something a little bit about goblin culture.
Very few goblins have gotten over the wall at Sacred.
All right, so you guys are all following Bammy, and he actually can even point out these tracks to you guys, and he's like, look. And you guys are like, sure.
Ooh.
And he's leading you toward the beach, and as you walk, you leave the city, but I don't have a splash for not the city. And so the grass slowly turns into, like, more gravelly, and then sand, as you guys move through, like, beachish plants. Trees? And then you'll eventually reach the beach. You pass by, like, a sort of rocky-ish ravine as, like, the elevation changes to get down to sea level. And we're gonna go to there.
And if there is a particularly good imprint, I would point out that, you know, the footsteps are webbed.
Oh, interesting. And
Do you
this is a
see-
mature Mel, you say?
What?
I mean,
What?
webbed footsteps going to the beach? Maybe these are weird sea goblins, I don't know.
Hey, Bammy, can you tell if the daughter is walking or not? Are they dragging her or anything?
I assume she still appears to be going against her will.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, nope.
So there's a little sign of struggle. Okay.
Oh, she's struggling. Yeah, the tracks are obviously, like, unwilling.
The struggle is real.
But it's just good to know that she's still conscious.
That is quite nice to know.
Alright, so what's your walking order?
Bammy first.
I guess I'm third, right after Miss Kyra.
Fourth.
Cole, you can call me Kyra.
But, you know, I was told it's real respectful to call people Miss Kyra.
Call... Okay.
If you want to be called Kyra, I'll remember to do that. My dad said if people tell you what to call them, you just listen.
Your dad was a smart man. Is a smart man.
So
He's
it's
just a-
become nighttime right now, or?
It is,
haven't
as
seen
you've
it
been
in a while.
walking, it's probably sorry. It's been like another couple of hours and it has gotten quite dark because I didn't put in a sun. Let's say it's night because I didn't put any light on this map. It's night now.
If it's still daytime, you can just turn on global illumination.
Well, it's not quite day.
Man, I forgot to set my watch to daylight savings time.
Suddenly
Next
night.
Well, it was 4 o'clock when we got into town. Then we had to find the blacksmith. Then we had to go and talk to him. Then we've been tracking him for quite some time. So,
It's been at least 3 hours, so.
and if we're on the east coast,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's mountains.
So, Bammy, you led everyone to the beach just as the light was getting almost too dark for you to follow the tracks in front of you. Boom. There you go.
Yep.
Did a great job, Bammy.
Yes. Does anyone have a light source? I mean, I don't know if I would have figured out how to just, like, emit low flames to see by.
I have torches, but as you can see, my hands are quite full.
I have torches as well. I can light one.
Oh, goodness. I was unprepared for this.
And then as we go forward, I'll have my pistol out.
Linz, we covered this.
I know we
There
do.
you
I know. I wasn't prepared. So you're just gonna carry that? Do I have to make this? Do I have to make it?
Just go
No,
into the
I-
art library and
Yeah, there's free torches.
torch.
Right, I know.
Or
So
you
what
can
was the
just-
radius and such?
It's 40, then 20.
Thank you, beers.
And then make sure that Loon can control it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you've got a party full of DMs.
And that all can see the light. Ooh, look at
Oh,
Boom.
Boom.
Loon, that is
yes.
unbearably bright.
Oh,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you, Boone. That's quite better.
Directly into it, Belen. That will help.
Why do you even have those things? We can see in the dark.
Just in case there's people who can't see in the dark, like right now.
Yep. Now I can see the
Those
footprints,
should
and
carry
I
their
would
own
continue
torches.
following the footprints.
Okay.
My own
Guys,
torches.
there's a
I
boat
just
on the
got a phone
side.
right now.
So
Ooh, do the footprints go to the boat?
the
they?
footprints actually go into the water.
And
That is
I'm really quite
curious.
uncomfortable being this close to the sea.
Is there any, like, are we in, like, foliage or...
There are plants around. Yes. Quite a few. Some
Bella-
shrubs. Some
Bella
palm
would just
trees.
like to hang back and try and, like, watch them search and just hide.
All right.
This torch
Give me a
looks
stealth check.
This torch
With
looks really long.
advantage? Or no, just a stealth check.
So this torch looks really long, so I'm going to plant it in the sand.
Tiki torch.
It's a tiki torch. And then I will slink back here into this shrubbery stuff and also attempt to stealth.
Where's everyone going?
Well, I can't let Bammy go down there by himself. As much as
Guys, I
don't
thought we
like
were
the
looking for the
sand and-
gremlins.
I would have just started wading into the water, maybe up to my waist, but not too much deeper.
Okay. Up to your
want
waist
my
would probably be
10-year-old
like
thrust.
here.
Okay.
Please be careful.
It's okay.
We need a buddy system. You can't just go in the water by yourself.
Well, go right ahead and go in, Cole.
All right.
Oh. Is this... Are we going in the water now? Is this what we have to do?
I don't know. She seems to be this way. Bammy's been a great tracker so
The
far.
footprints came into the water, but even I can't really track things through the water.
A boat.
Should we take the boat? Perhaps.
Can it
All
fit
right.
all of us?
Bellen's gonna start making his way around the side here.
Does the boat look seaworthy?
If that's
Cole's
all
gonna like start.
Did you guys freeze again?
No. Oh,
No,
what? Maybe?
there you go.
Okay, you're
You
back, you're
hiccuped.
right.
Does the boat look seaworthy? You didn't hear from anybody about that.
All right.
Is the
Well,
boat floaty?
oh, it is seaworthy-ish. It has like a few tiny like bits of damage, but it looks like it could go a little ways.
And carry all of us.
But as you guys are inspecting, oh, please,
If I'd seen
As you guys
closer,
are
I would've started
inspecting.
moving back.
and Bellin is going around the top.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Bellin.
You guys don't even know. I hid so well.
With that 11?
Bellin!
An arrow comes out towards Bammy from the sea.
boom.
Bammy!
I
From
think-
inside the water?
Can I pause for a sec? I think that the stream can only see Bammy's token.
Oh.
What?
Well, I mean,
No, it's true. It's the torch.
yeah, I can see
Oh.
the torch. I can't see what you guys see, and I
they
can't
don't
see your
have
health bars.
Yeah, they don't have control of our. So normally, what we do is we give the stream character, who in this case is Bammy,
Mhm.
access to all the tokens, so that the stream can see our health and our line of sight.
Excellent. Excellent.
I think you can
So-
do that by token
How?
under the settings page.
Uh-huh.
There should be assigned to, and then underneath that, it should say that character's name, and you should be able to add Bammy as well.
Well, there's represents character and then controlled by, and it's determined by character settings.
No, you have to go to the actual sheet.
And give
Ooh.
Sorry.
can't-
Sorry. You can do it. You
Have
can
to
do
click
it
2 more
later
times?
when we're doing something.
Wait,
Yeah.
actual character sheet. And then,
Edit,
uh-huh.
and where it says the controlled by part, just add to
Excellent.
Bammy to
Let
all
me
the.
just do
Which
that
means
to
that
everyone
you
then.
can see all our sheets and all of our whispers, but since Alex is like a lockbox of secrets and ambiguity, like I'm
also-
fine with that.
It also lets the stream in on the secrets, which is can be good.
I don't think I've ever seen
Right.
any of you guys
Matt
whisper
Nelson,
in other
hello.
games.
Well, we haven't given you. Well, that's true. We don't really whisper a lot. Oh, look at all
we
these.
can wear it
people.
on our sleeves.
Oh, I didn't see Red Stage came in. Hello.
Hi, Red Sage. Hi, my monster. Hi,
Mike
Kelly.
Alright, is that everyone,
Move
Alex?
from Barth. It doesn't look that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that should be everyone.
New campaign, so we're setting up some tech stuff here. So just give.
Thanks,
us
guys. Sorry.
I'll yell at Bammy to get out of the water.
Alright, well, please hold, please hold, please hold, please hold.
I
Let's be
get to yell
patient,
at Bammy.
everyone.
as I start some combat music eventually. Maybe.
Ah!
Alright, so an arrow came out. Did it hit you, Bambi, with a 21?
Yeah, but it doesn't do that much damage. I'm fine.
Alright. Maybe the combat music will start. Maybe.
It's going.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like a
Alright,
little bit of a
and
ramp up to it.
with that, you all would need to roll initiative.
You need to pop the initiative track.
Is that the clock? Yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Not great, Loon. Not great for your first initiative. It's not great.
I have -1 to initiative, so this.
And yet you still beat me.
True.
Alright. Sweet. Is that everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
How do I order it? How do I make it go?
Little cog. Like
Yeah.
settings, and then it should
Boom.
be
Perf.
perf.
Alright.
Okay. So I did
Alright.
start heading back just a squidge when I saw Cole trying to get the boat out, so I don't know if I'm still deep enough that this would be difficult terrain.
Nah. Because you're just up to your waist.
Yep, so, and I can tell where the arrow was fired from, yes? Because before you
It
gave me
came
their
from-
sight.
This-ish direction.
Yep,
Like around the rocks, like toward that way.
yep, so I would like to rage!
Ah!
And
Excellent. May rage.
rip the arrow out of my shoulder and just run over this way. So I can kind of see those two dudes here.
Yes.
And I am just gonna, because I can't quite reach them with my cactus maul, I am going to breathe fire at them in a 15-foot cone.
Alright.
So, of course.
Where's my sheet?
Well, how does it?
How did you get a
How
zero?
does it get a -1?
So that's because there's the issue with the sheet where you can't make it not do a mod. So I added the sec because it's just 2d6. So I did
So it's
a mod, a
three.
-1
Three.
to even, yeah. So it is 3. But
alright.
Ooh, got it.
Number 1. Or whatever the other.
Jeez.
kind of like that. But so
Yes,
they
yes,
take
that
like
would-
2
Wait
damage
for
from
it.
that.
I was doing both. Okay. So is it like save or half?
Yep.
Okay, so take half.
Yeah. So one takes 3 damage, one takes 2.
GM's call, but you can round. Most people round down. I round up for players and down for enemies. But that's just me.
Makes sense.
I do the same.
Alright,
And
they
that-
both make awful, weird squealing sounds like that. They start patting themselves off.
And that is gonna be my turn.
Right?
Or I would shout. I mean, I guess they would see me shoot fire at something.
Yeah, you
so
just lit it up, man.
they know
I
something
can't see
is up.
anything.
You lit it up.
Yep.
Oh, next is Dylan.
Would I have seen the fire or heard that going on?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I am
You see it
going.
like from below you now because you're up on a higher level. You saw like that like of light below you in the waterish level, and the squealing.
Okay, then I'd run to here if I can stand there.
Yes.
Can I see them?
Can you?
I mean, I can see them, but can I see down to them?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I'm going to shoot. I guess I'll shoot the closest one to me
All right.
with my longbow of longbowedness. Nope.
All right. So the goblin's just so well, the goblin-ish thing. This blue-green. Well, you can't see because it's dark. This thing. It's small, perched on this rock. You just see the arrow like hit next to it and bounce off the rock and shatter. And the goblin goblin-ish thing looks up at you and just starts chattering at the other one.
Oh, villain. Then I'm gonna take. I don't know how far back. would have to move, but I'd like to move back enough where they can't see me.
Yeah, if you hunkered down, probably there. They are short.
Okay, I can go there then. I still have 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
Would
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Cole?
All right. Well, first thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run up 10 feet, and then I'm gonna see the one closest to me, and go. Now here's something you'll really like, and then I'll.
That's amazing.
And then after that, I'm gonna jump into the boat and get down.
All right, which one did you shoot?
This one to Bami's right.
All right. So you shoot off your bolt, and then you hear, "Ah!" and then a splash.
That
As-
figures.
Dies.
That figures. That's just like Bellen's life right there. That describes everything about Bellen. The archer who just got shown up by the wizard kid at archery.
Just the beginning of the campaign. You don't know. All right, is that your turn, Cole? Anything
Yeah,
else?
I'm just ducking down as low as I can.
All right. And ooh, it's their turn. So, this little thing that Bammy, can you even see that?
I mean, with everyone else's vision I can. I don't know if Bammy would be able to.
All right, you can. I was gonna say, since you shot fire, you vaguely know there's a thing
Yep.
sitting on a rock there, and you just hear a light splash, and then some more splashes. Retreat
Okay.
as it yells in incomprehensible chatters as loud as it can, and then splashes away. And there you go. Kyra, it's your turn.
All right, hearing all kinds of weird chatter, I'm going to run up over here. Abby, are you all right? Splash, splash, splash. That's a no. I can't see, so I don't know what to do.
I would point towards where I heard the splashes with my cactus.
I can't even see you right now, Barry.
Whoop.
I guess I will ready my action. So if a goblin-esque creature comes into my line of sight, I will throw a javelin at it.
All right, good to know. All right, Loon.
I gotta make a call. I don't know what I would do. Okay, I know what I would do. Okay, that's fine. I won't do the super brave things. I'm just not that strong, so I'll move 5, 10, 50, 20. Is this considered difficult terrain?
Yes.
Okay. And that's as far as I can go. Let's see if I can see where the little dude is. Is he off the map?
What?
Yep.
The dude who died or the dude who splashed
Oh,
away?
the dude who's
You do not see any other dude but this little dead body floating in the water.
okay, then he's off the map. That's all I can do. That's it.
All right, do you want to ready an action at all?
I mean, yeah, if I see a goblin, I will throw a dart at it.
All right, cool. Good to know. All right, Bammy, you're up again.
Alright, now with the torchlight illuminating me, I would point towards where I heard the splashes and say, "This way!" 5,
And you do know the splashes went
25,
this way.
30.
Of course they
If
did.
I get within 30, if I get right there, is there anything within range for me to whack? Or has he
Well.
gone too far in?
Let me find out, shall I? I knew what I was doing, which I don't. Oh yeah, no, you don't see anything. You see pitch blackness as this cave-ish thing opens up. But as you are getting closer, in your rage, you just notice that like this cave kind of looks more squarish, like it's a doorway. But that's as much as you care to notice in your rage.
Yep, although I think unless something attacks me, my rage is gonna end next time.
Yeah, it will. Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Do you want to ready anything at all? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I will just have the cactus out and basically be ready to smack if I see any movement from within the
Okay.
cave.
You do hear splashing farther into the cave, but like it's a lot lighter splashing, like footstep kind of splashes.
Yep. Yeah, no, actually, instead I will dash into the cave full speed.
All right. Well, goodbye, Danny.
Yep, basically just sprinting in blindly, almost literally.
All right, it is Bellen's turn while I prep Bammy.
Could I glance around? I don't want to like search or anything, but could I just get a cursory glance of what's going on up here?
Where you are right now?
Yeah, is it just a campsite? I don't. Like,
It looks
obviously- Go ahead.
It just looks like an old campsite, and there are just a couple of tents, a campfire, some crates. Like there were people. The fire is long dead, and if you do you peek into the tents at all, or
No, I don't want to like spend a turn searching. I just kind of want to like cursory glance, nothing going on.
well, the tent flaps are open. You can tell they're not like locked. They're not tied shut at all, but it does look uninhabited currently.
Okay, I'll just make a mental note of it. Did I notice while I was shooting how far down it was?
20-ish feet.
Did it look steep?
It is somewhat steep. There, let's say 45 degrees.
Could I slide down it?
You could try.
Bellen's gonna run up to the edge and try and slide down. So I'm gonna go 10, 15, and then from here, 15 feet of movement, slide down.
Okay, I'm not on that page right now. Alex, are you where I think you are? How do I move you?
I'm like right there. I'm still seeing their page.
So grab with the page thing open, grab Alex's face and drag him to the page you want him on.
Actual webcam face, yeah.
That's beautiful. That was easy.
And then if you want to take him, like, not have to move him independently, you grab him and drag him back onto the player flag.
Okay, sweet. Did I stop the music somehow magically?
Probably.
I did.
Yeah, because now I'm on the different page.
Cool. Well, there you go, Bammy. Enjoy your view.
Hello,
Yeah.
darkness, my old
Let me just
friend.
restart the combat music over again. That's fine. Okay, so Bellin, you started sliding down,
Yep.
as in, like, you went down.
I'm sliding down from here.
Okay, so make an acrobatics check.
Whew. Well, theoretically I'm good at these guys, but the rest of the rolls tonight is probably going to end up with this being a Bellin roll down the hill. Hey! Yo!
All right, you actually like you kind of are wobbling, but like and you scrape up one hand a bit as you like lead with your feet and slide, but you do not fall on your face, and you do not take any damage.
So I'm imagining I land here-ish.
Yeah, you actually slid onto this overlook, sort of outcropping of wood planks, and then slid down farther again,
Okay.
and then splash, landed on top of a little body.
Okay, so that was 15 feet of movement to here, and then the slide down. Do I have any movement left?
Since that was 20 feet, but you slid, it was fast. So we said that's half movement. You have 5 feet of movement.
Okay, can I peek around the inside of the cave, see if I see anything?
You can. You see that the water is like, with the tide, just like slushes in onto some steps into darkness.
Into darkness, like 60 feet of darkness?
And then you see a room. And you also
Okay.
see Bammy. You see Bammy's back and his cactus.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go inside the cave. Sticking back where I can still see Bammy, I don't want to like dash in.
Okay.
And then I want to try and use my action to stealth if I feel like I can like hide in the shadows or something.
Okay. And when you landed in the water and hit this body, if you looked at all,
No,
once it was within your range, you noted. Oh, you did not?
no, especially not if it was like really close to me. I'd just kind of like kick it away.
All right. Well, cool then. So you went into the room, the
Yep.
cavern.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Do I leave your
I'm gonna
token there?
hide.
I don't know how that works. And then you're gonna hide. Well, you are in an open staircase.
I'll hide behind Bammy. No. If there's nowhere to hide,
I'm
like
6
I don't know
foot
how dark,
6. And
I don't know how dark it is in here. If there's nowhere to hide, I'd at least try and move quietly at the very least.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to, work with me here
Yeah, no, that's fine.
for a second, because the map is not my best friend. But let's pretend you are hugging the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab your face and put you over there. Boop!
Okay.
Does that work?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, can I see them?
Oh, you can.
Oh, well then I'm gonna attack one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, if I can see him, I'm gonna roll an attack.
Alright, sweet.
I didn't know I could see him when I came in.
Well, once you came into the stairs, you could.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a longbow shot.
Sweet. Which one?
Can I tell? I'm gonna take a longbow shot at the guy with a bow.
Alright.
If I see one of them. Come on, big money, big money. Eh?
Well, you see the arrow hit the creature, and he stumbles back, but he does not seem to be harmed. It sunk right into its armor, and you hear a bunch of chattering, and they all turn and look at you, which they already were, but they all look ready to fight now.
Yeah, we did drop our initiative, so we'll have to re-roll once everyone.
You did? Okay, well,
that happens when you
I think that's a
switch
roll
sheets.
20 thing.
Yeah.
cool. Well, we'll have you roll in a second.
Phelan, you were 1403. I know
I
Bammy
was
was like
16.
16 something. So that's all.
All right, so Cole.
I look up I kind of and I see the light of the torch kind of bounding away. It's like, oh, wait up! And then I'll get up and then I'll move all my movement and dashing. This is difficult terrain since we have. Let me try to map that. All right, so that's all my movement there. It's 20. I got 10 more feet. So okay, that's pretty much as far as I can get with dashing.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. And then nothing seems to happen. And then it's Kyra's turn.
All right.
And well. No. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, Kyra.
Oh, no.
You're on deck, Kyra.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
It might.
This is gonna hurt real bad.
This guy comes up her. This guy comes up her.
Oh, leave Ellen alone.
This guy 5, 10,
Better than run it by yourself.
something right there.
Oh, jeez.
Bammy's a move.
All right. Let's see what happens here. At Bellin.
First encounter, Bellin dies.
At Bellin?
Yes.
Swing!
Also at Bellin.
Oh, jeez, nat 20. Oh!
These little creatures, which as you are staring them down, you do notice don't look they look sort of like goblins, as you've heard them described, or if you've ever seen them, but they are blue-green, and their hair that they have is matted and wet, then transitions into finnish looking things. Their ears are finned. Yeah, there you
Whatever
go.
they are, they just killed me.
Oh, you are dead?
I'm down.
Okay, well, they chatter triumphantly as this one tries to stab Bammy.
Just like a wet hand high five.
All right, and then the one in the back tries to shoot you. Excellent. They chatter. Yep, and that is their turn. Now then,
Now me.
yes.
Alright. Kyra is going to dash into the cave.
All right,
20 more feet after this.
20 more feet. Boop.
Ah!
Sorry, I don't know how.
Well?
Well,
I can't see.
I know.
How
You roll in
far
a second. You roll in a second.
is Bellin?
How far up?
Yeah.
Atrophy.
on my face.
You will see. You will see.
Well, like in those 10 feet, if I shuffle about, would I be able to like
You-
see him?
You should be there now. Are you there now?
Oh,
You were like right next to him.
Ah! Okay.
And now you're standing on this corpse.
I don't have an action anymore. Okay. I'm going to seeing Bellin on the ground. I'm going to stand over him, shield out and ready.
Oh, that's fresh. Okay. All right, team outside. Lunella.
Me! I dash into cave as I pass Cole. I say, "Come on, buddy! Gotta keep up!"
I lost Lemon.
You what? You did?
We still got her.
Oh, you guys still have audio on her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moon.
I'm still here.
yeah,
Oh.
I think it's
Still
just
here.
you.
It's just my computer being special.
Came back. All right. Go.
All right. So, Loon, how far did you go?
I dashed into the cave.
You dashed in. Well, I'm gonna delete you. Poof. Bye.
You dash out of existence.
Man, this is gonna be crowded. I did not plan this well. Poof.
No, we didn't plan this well. You
It's a
planned this
learning
right. We did not plan this
I literally stood at the mouth of the cave thinking I should hide and wait out here, and then I went, oh, I can see Bambi. Everything's fine.
All right, you good? You good, Loon?
well. I can see. Okay, yeah. And so I still have a bonus action.
Yes.
I
Did you bring the
will.
torch?
I did.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she has the torch.
I sure didn't. Let me just make a new one right quick.
You can copy paste it.
Oh, can I? Well, it's too late. I'm just gonna do it over again. 40-20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see it. Woof!
And then if I can control it,
I
Now
will do
Bambi
that
can
next.
see all the things to murder.
murder.
Alright, boom, there.
So immediately after controlling it, I bonus action. I'm gonna use a tracking dart on this guy, but I'm also going to just throw out the thingy
Cool.
on the floor.
Ooh. Alright, you shoot out
Does
your
it
tracking
hit?
dart. He actually, with his crossbow ready, he just ducks. And he's also already small. He's a hard target. Well, hardish. And then the tracking dart hits the wall, it makes a spark, and falls to the ground with a clink.
That's all I can do right now. Okay.
Alright. Cole, do you run into the cavern?
Yeah, is it my turn? I think Bambi's next, right?
Is he?
Oh yeah,
I
you're gonna
sure
have
didn't
to-
roll it again.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do
Well, I'll have
initiative
to roll
stuff
with it.
Did I
again.
click it again? Like, how do I do that?
So,
We'll all have to roll, and then we'll have to change.
Okay.
That's so much better.
and mine was like, and
Wow.
I think we can actually change it ourselves.
Yeah, you can.
That's the best initiative I've ever
How did you get
rolled.
less than one?
Because I have a -1 to initiative,
Oh boy.
and then it's got the tiebreaker, so I rolled a 2, and it was -1,
Gorgeous.
and then it did a -0.01 because of the Dex mod tiebreaker. So you know, that's special.
Alright, guys, change your initiative, whoever it was. Oh, did we already?
Yeah, some of us did. I don't know.
I mean,
The goblin.
if you want
Cole
to
needs to
move
be on the
me
new
there,
sheet.
you can move me there because I'm going to move in there. My turn.
Alright,
I'm
so
just-
just use your movement for that.
And you'll need to add the bad dudes again,
Yeah.
Good call.
The water goblins.
which got around a 10.
Alright, I'm bringing you around,
Or not.
Cole.
Leave them off.
Boof. You are in a wall, but you're not really.
Bellin. Let's be real though. We all knew Bellin was going to be the first to die,
I
right?
say nice.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew
Oh,
that
there.
would happen.
Everyone should be there
Oh,
now,
there,
right?
I got it. I'm here.
All right.
And
Frickin'
Now I'm
combat.
going to roll my initiative now. And then I'm going to change it to, I think it was 11 or something.
Let me just keep. Oh. Alright, and then
then-
these guys need to roll.
And then we can, oh yeah.
1 second. Just one hot second. And they were 10. That's investigation.
One.
Lindsay. That's investigation. It's not the same thing at all.
Oh, there's a lot of heat on this second.
Sure, it's a lot. Alright, cool. Bambi, it is your turn.
I am going to look at the one that struck down Bellin, just in its face, and then overhead, just smash with my maul.
That's quality TV right there.
That's
That is.
great TV.
Oh boy, yeah, you hit it.
So
Oh
that's
boy, yeah.
going to be, I think, just the 11. Why is it doing 2?
It's doing the.
Two-handed.
Oh, I also would have bonus action started my rage again because it would have faded.
All right.
So
Okay.
it's going to add 2 to that damage roll.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're hitting this guy.
Yep, for that looks like 13 damage.
Yeah. You smash him, and his head goes into his shoulders, and his body crumples to the ground. He doesn't even get to make a sound. He is dead.
And just look at all the others still roaring at them.
All right. Bellin, are you dead still?
For my action, can I try and bleed on Kyra's shoe?
Woo! Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are unconscious, and you cannot aim your bodily fluids at this time.
Okay. Can I roll the D100 to see if it pools up around her boot? No, I'm kidding.
I was like, you may.
Death
How
save.
about you just roll a death?
I've never rolled a death save. I'm guessing it's just the button that says death saves.
Presumably.
Alright.
Click on the words.
Natural 20.
Okay.
That's a
That is a failure.
We all knew Bellin was gonna be the first to die, though, right?
Kyra, as you're standing there, you start to smell copper, in addition to the salt of seawater.
That's my bloods.
Alright, Cole, it is your turn.
Alright, let me see. Get this out of the way. Let's see if I can draw. I can't draw shapes, can I?
Can I? Yes, I am.
Why not?
There we go. What is a 20-foot square? Alright, let me see what I can do with this.
Whoa there.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
getting fancy.
Seeing if I could. I don't think so.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this right here. Ooh, boy.
Actually, it's going to be more beneficial with just these two.
And it's gonna get real slippery right about now.
Alright, what does this do?
Beast is so good.
Which gives answer
It's such an underrated spell. It's such an
Alright.
underrated spell, but it's so good.
Let's see, 13. Or fall prone. Alright. What am I doing, Lindsay? Lindsay, what are you doing, girl? What's a good little one for prone?
There's
How
the
about-
like dude on his knees and
That guy?
bent over. Yep.
That guy is prone. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, that big, I think. It's a
And
10-foot. It's a 10-foot square.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's a 10-foot square? I thought it was 20. Sorry.
No,
That's fine, that's fine. Let's just
Mama
assume
it.
you aimed it at that guy that's prone.
Well, that's very nice.
We'll just, yeah, good. Okay.
Sorry.
That's good. Alright, is that your turn? Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Alright. It is now their turn. So, or fall. Wait. Fall prone. Difficult terrain. So, he uses half his movement to stand up. Let me just take that token off that I just barely put on him.
Dead coming.
Well, Dick. It's difficult terrain, that's it? Like, it doesn't have to make a dexterity saving throw?
I think
Oh,
if
or
it
ends its turn there.
if it ends its turn
Okay,
there.
okay.
If it enters, it's there for the first time, I think.
Excellent. Well, he is just gonna spin around. Look at you guys. See Kyra standing threateningly with a shield and this bloody dead body, and all this grease everywhere. Like, what? He's just gonna back the heck up. Boop. Right there.
Lack of opportunity.
Yep. Yep, do it. Roll for it.
Me?
Yeah, I got you, girl.
Stab this fool with my trident.
Ooh, girl.
We're gonna have frog legs tonight.
The first one-handed. I should take the two-handed thing out because I have a shield.
Yeah, oh,
All right. So as he is moving away from you, you flip out your trident with a little bit of a flourish, seeing this sea-ish creature in front of you. It reminds you of something you have seen before, but it doesn't actually look like it. It's just got fins, and you're just like, ew!
Ah!
Stab it straight, like the trident passes in its face, crosses through its skull, its throat, and its chest, and you push him all the way back out of the grease, and then shake him off of your trident, and he is dead.
Good job, Miss Kyra. Kyra.
Alright, and this guy with the bow is gonna take another step back and shoot at Danny, because he is terrifying. Does that hit?
Yep, raging, so resistance.
Okay.
So
Take
only
4.
4 damage.
Would have been real bad. Otherwise, good job.
I mean, I am bloodied now, but still.
But still alive.
Yay for
Alright, and then
rage.
this guy right in front of you sees his friend get skewered, but sees Danny get shot, and therefore turns his sword on Cole, who just cast a spell.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not the only one dying today. Really? A 3?
Ouch.
Oh, you almost-
Ow!
I mean, that is like half a wizard's health.
Yeah, it's literally almost half his hit points.
It's more than half of mine, so I'm so glad no one is trying to punch me right now.
Dang, girl,
Hey.
how many hit points do you
I'm
have?
incredibly squishy.
No, but that's
Incredibly.
impossible. You should have at least 6.
Did you
No,
have an 8 in con?
Do you have a
Warlock.
minus con?
No? Why do I only have 5?
I don't
have a
know.
negative Constitution modifier, do you?
Even then, as part of a thing, you don't take the negative, right?
Well, it depends on the GM.
That's
Alright,
Um,
well, maybe I have 6.
So, well, you should have 6 plus your con modifier at level 1.
It should be 6, really?
Warlock is 8 plus con.
So
There
it
you
should
go.
be 8 plus your con modifier at level 1.
Girl, you are not that
Wait,
squishy.
that's
This is probably, I probably did this before we, decided to reskin Warlock.
Oh, probably.
I was really excited, you
But
guys.
even, but even then, you
the
should
bonus
have
is
said
like
5.
8 plus con.
Yeah.
Either way. You're not that squishy.
Alright, Kyra, after you just skewered this guy, you now have more energy, and you are up.
What do you mean I'm up? I've been up.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's your turn.
Oh. Anyways, I am going to call upon Vondola and lay one hand on Bellin and
Just
give
one.
him 2 hit points.
Alright.
Like, take my glove off really dramatically.
Now, don't spend it all in one place, Melon. Like you did last time.
Your 2 whole hit points. Don't use them all.
Alright, as you do this, as you take your glove off, light comes from the glove. As you pull it off in your hand, is actually glowing, with light going up your arm. And when you touch Bellin, the light suffuses his body, as if it's like a rush of water, but it's light. And his eyes open on a gasp.
Alright.
Gives me an idea for a gadget.
And then I'm going to... Oh god, this is all difficult terrain. Alright.
You can move diagonally, maybe.
20. Alright. We'll go. 5.
Do an electric slide across the grease. It's really cool.
I'm gonna go around. Try to, block
Cleverly done.
Cole
Uh-huh.
from the goblin.
Well, gee, that's real sweet.
Alright. And I'm
And
done.
that's your turn?
Just lay on hands and do an action. Yeah.
Alright. Alright, Loon, girl, you're up.
Girl?
I don't like that I missed this guy. I already did that thing, so I can't do that again. Frick, fine, I'll just shoot him. Ew.
Alright, let's see here.
Ah, gee, it's in a cave.
It
Oh
does.
yeah, sorry.
The sound does bounce off of the walls, like to me to get louder for a second before it finally fades. And you see the little dude, step back again, but he does not seem to be hurt, just very startled.
You have one job!
He pulls
For
his
my-
flask out of his vest. He's like,
Oh,
It's a watch. It's a pocket watch.
yeah.
Nokia.
And then I'll stay here because I don't have any other actions.
All right, Bammy, my boy.
Alright, I will bring the cactus around and just try and bat this dude in front of me out of the way.
Okay.
What? Nope, that's the equipment. I
Okay.
want to roll the attack.
All right. He's so small. He's so much smaller than you. Like, you go down to hit him and he just kind of whoop, and like watches it go by and just and then looks up at you with a gulp.
I will circle around him and just stare menacingly at him the whole time.
All right. Whoop. Okay, cool. Bellin.
Belen's gonna highly consider leaving. Gonna see Loon there, sticking it out, and probably stay around. He's gonna get up off of his back,
Get up off of that thing.
half his movement, and he's gonna shoot this guy here
Okay.
with his longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, he can roll over a 10. Nope.
Well, as before, you are not that far. You know you're gonna hit this guy, and so it's but you just didn't draw enough. Like, you just aren't feeling strong enough after just coming back to consciousness. You don't pull the bow back far enough. The arrow sinks into the little guy's armor, and just and just kind of
Tune in
growls
next
at you.
week to see the adventures of Belen rolling under 10.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Can I back up down the stairs?
Up the stairs?
Out
Yeah.
of sight, or up the stairs out of sight?
We will pretend that you backed up the stairs and
Yeah,
pretend
that's
the
fine.
map is bigger.
Okay, no problem. I just want to get out of the away as far as I can.
Okay. It's a little bit slippery as you're backing up because there is water occasionally sluicing down the staircase.
Okay.
And yeah. Here you go. You backed up. Good job. A+. All right, Cole.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out and send out a magic missile with the first two going at one in between all of us, and the third one going to that little one with the crossbow out there.
Okay.
So I forget how I entered this, but so
Right.
that'll be each one will be 4. So 8 at the first, 4 at the this dude.
Oh, 8 at the first.
Yeah.
All right.
2 missiles.
Well, these little twisty darts of magical force just twist from you, slam into him, and he just seems to hit him right in the sternum, and he can't get his breath, and he falls down, and then dies.
He straight up got murdered, son. Clap,
Damn.
clap.
And then you hear as the other missile twists off out of your view. Is it out of your view? I don't know.
No, I can see him.
Okay, twists off around the corner and hits the other guy. Whose turn it now is. And he
There's his turn.
looks at all of you, backs up towards this door, these fancy, fancy doors, and just bangs on them really hard. And that is his turn.
Oh, that's
As he
cool.
just, as you can see together, on his non-humanoid-ish face, on his goblinoid face, you can just see resigning himself to his fate.
As
All right, Kyra.
All right. Going to turn and face him. 10, 15, 20. And just with my trident.
All right.
And
Again, he's
Where
very
am I
small and
aiming?
very quick. You go to stab at him, and he just. He's a lot smaller than you expected.
Whoa! Did you guys see that? No, it was just me.
it
it's
lagged.
It lagged, but Lindsay was like, he goes, and then she disappeared completely from the frame. Because she did this, but it took out all the frames in between. She's like, she did, and then oh, it was amazing. I bet no one else saw that, but that's okay.
Well, I'll go
That
watch it
moment
on
in
the
time was
replay.
reserved specifically for you, Ryan.
Okay. Alright.
All right.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Anything else you want to do, Kyra?
Spit in his face. No, not really. That's really disrespectful. She's not about that life.
Okay.
No, I have nothing else I can do.
All right. Loon.
Okay, I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Take a shot. Because I'm afraid of what's gonna come out of that door and I don't want to be right in front of it. Come on! Oh my gosh! Never mind, bonus action, I'm gonna figure my stupid dart, but I still can't use it because it's out of energy and I have to like take a short rest to like redo it, whatever. It's my turn.
Okay, so you were shooting just as Kyra went to stab at him, and so you were aiming your shot to make sure you didn't hit Kyra, and then the little goblinoid ducked, and you miscalculated, and you missed him. Just about this much. Not really this much, it's more like this much.
Okay.
Alright, what else do you want to do, girl? Alright.
That's it.
Bammy.
I will look at this crumpled foe, and then, seeing that there's still one around, charge towards him, and just come running up and... Nope.
Ooh. He is just surrounded. He hears you coming, sees you roaring coming, and he just watches as it comes, and then just knows exactly where to go to get out of the way.
This is the most
He's actually a monk.
invincible goblin in the world.
This is
awesome. Not die.
I am sorry.
Wait, I'm shooting this kid from 10 feet away.
We need to hire him. this guy's awesome.
He's way better than our other archer.
Bellin, you are up. You see this little goblin, like you just barely see him between everyone else's bodies, like dodging.
Well, I'm
You can hear his
upstairs,
heavy
right?
breathing from where you are.
I'm upstairs.
Oh yeah, you are way up. Just kidding. You may not even be able to see him. You hear sounds of combat still.
Can I come down the stairs enough to see, like, down at him, or do I have to move to get a clear shot?
You can come down enough. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna come down and, like, shoot over the top of Kyra at this little...
He is shorter than Kyra, but I will say that you were shooting to not hit them.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure I don't get, like, what is it? He doesn't get, like, 3/4 cover or something like that.
He would, let's say half. I have no idea what that means.
Okay,
Plus 2, I think.
Okay.
If you're gonna have half cover, I'll move, because I've got, like, 35 feet of movement. So
Okay.
I'll move, like, if I have to move, like, over here,
Yes.
I could probably even move maybe one more step if I come down the stairs that
Yep.
direction and
Yep.
get a clear shot on him.
Alright. You have a clear
All right,
shot,
Bellin.
sir.
Bellin.
Take him
my
out,
man.
Bellin. Come
Hear
on.
this music,
My
Bellin, it's
man.
for
All right,
you.
I'm holding the dice, guys. I'm holding the dice. We're shaking. Someone blow on it. Just over a 10 tonight.
Gust. Gust.
Hey!
Hey!
And
All
I get
right, so-
one sneak attack.
Alright. Well, you see Kyra and Bammy all stabbing at him as you come around.
I
You
swear.
line up your shot. But you remember how that you need to pull harder than you think you do because last time you missed because you weren't quite strong. So you pull back to your chin, and then you just line it up and then you let fly, and it hits him right square in the eye.
Oh yeah.
So it's like halfway through
Belly
his
redeeming
skull.
himself.
Using
like-
those square arrows.
The feathers are like coming out of his eye, and the arrows coming out the back of his skull, and he falls over dead.
That's right.
Why do I keep clicking that button? Dang it.
Bellin doesn't feel satisfied.
You'll never be satisfied.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but he did pound on this door, so there might be more coming.
Oh, jeez.
And Cole
Bellin
run.
would like to retrieve whatever arrows he can.
Okay, go for it.
Cole runs over.
Alright,
Cole runs
as
over.
the noise and panic
never mind.
of
Sorry.
fighting starts to settle, you guys do realize that you can hear some chanting. Like over the sounds of the splashing and the dripping and like the echoes of your movements, you do hear a voice chanting. And it's a sort of high-pitched, sort of chattery kind of a chant, which seems to be coming from the next, wherever is beyond this door.
I want to kick down the door.
Sounds like Twitch chat.
I will
I
assist
get
in
into
kicking down the
position
door.
I'm gonna get ready to throw the
I'm gonna
Fortune
get,
dark.
I'm gonna get whatever arrows I can, and I'm gonna get back up on the stairs.
The two people that can't see are gonna kick down the door to an unknown room.
You can throw in the torch.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll probably move over here.
All right,
And are these pillars here?
they are pillars.
Can I squeeze behind one?
It will be very painful, and you will probably have to hold your breath.
I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna try and hide.
All right, roll stealth.
All right.
And
That's
as
a 1.
Miss Loon, I don't know where to be.
Go behind Bellin.
Oh,
Don't go.
Quietly. Or come by me. Come by me.
is Grease still here? P.S.
What?
What? Grease, yes.
Grease still there?
Yep.
The Grease square.
It persists.
Okay.
It's not concentration, right?
Nope.
As soon as they knock down the door, I just throw the torch in, just in case it's dark. I don't know, but if it's not dark, we don't need it in here. Anyway.
All right. So, Kyra, you wanted to kick the door open?
Yeah, I guess me and Bammy. Like,
You guys do
one,
notice as
as
you are doing this, these are huge, heavy doors, and they seem worn only with age. But at the bottom, like where the water has hit it, like what is engraved on it has started to wear away, and they seem to be made of like solid blue stone, like precious stone. Maybe not a gem, but it seems pretty intense. And Kyra, as you line up for your kick, you do see a whole bunch of like tridents in like the pattern of the door. I mean, everyone sees this, but Kyra's like, oh look, trident. This is notable.
cool beans.
And there also appears to be a design of like a serpent going all the way around the door. And you guys are gonna need to do athletics.
Hey, I'm proficient in that.
Alright, cool. We got some heavy metal music happening suddenly.
I know.
I like it. So intense.
Alright, both of you timing your kicks together, you just blam! You just kick both of these doors open, like in sync. It's pretty intense. And voila, you reveal more stairs.
it's like the rock stylings of Evanescence.
How loud
And
is the
Bammy,
music
as
on
you
this
step
thing?
down,
What happened to the torch?
you feel, oh, and
Throw it
Kyra,
in.
you feel a step give slightly, and a bunch of darts shoot out from both sides of the wall. And I forgot to put this in,
We're all
that you
dead.
both take.
We all
No
died.
saves.
Oh yeah, roll dex, actually.
Hey, Bellin,
Oh, great. I have a -1 index.
Alright, Bammy, you feel the give, and then you just back up and watch these darts go by. Kyra, you do that also.
Yay!
And all these darts go by and hit the wall. A la Skyrim.
Perhaps we should let Bellin check for traps.
Bella doesn't want to even come up front
I'm
where we are.
terrible at trap checking.
I shall check for traps.
I just start poking my trident on the floor. Any other soft spots?
No, just that one step, and it seems to have depressed and is staying there.
Well, then I keep going forward.
I wonder if
We
Bellin
don't check
wants
for
a
traps.
trap.
Because he's depressed and staying there.
Wow.
I was like, what?
I can't go forward.
That's quality,
Alright.
right?
Yeah, we can't move through.
That's like top shelf. That's like top shelf stuff right there.
Alright. Bellin, if you could make a perception check, please.
Bellin?
I can try.
Also Loon and also Cole. Elves, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Team can't see.
Oh.
Wait. What does the double-digit thing with the green box around it mean? Everyone, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I haven't seen something that high.
Alright, Loon and Cole, you guys are just watching Kyra and Bammy proceed, and you're readying yourselves for whatever is about to happen as you see these stairs going down into yet another lower cavern into what is not dark to you, but you know it's dark. Like, you can see just the walls going down and the water sluicing down those steps. And Bellin, as you are readying yourself, stealthing against the wall, being prepared to hide, being very cautious now that you've gone down once, you hear a different kind of splashing mixed in with the splashing of the water, and it seems to be coming from the stairs where you guys came from.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not saying that.
Can I shout out to Loon behind us?
Oh, what's
You
that?
may.
Alright, so I'm just going to shout out to Loon behind us, and if I have time, I'd like to run behind this pillar and take cover and hide.
You do have time, and you may. Please roll
Oh.
stealth.
Okay.
Guys, a moment. We might have more visitors behind us.
Nope. That's with a +7,
You
everyone.
did just
Son,
shout.
you feel stealth, but you feel your heart hammering in your chest as you press yourself against this pillar, and you feel like there might not be enough room for you to be hidden from so wide of a staircase, but you're sure trying.
All thoughts, Bellin. It's easy for you.
Cole's gonna run to this corner.
Okay. Everyone, you have like 4 seconds to decide what you're gonna do.
Hope everybody heard me, because I said,
Hey, come on back in,
I
please,
would
Miss Kyra
Make
and
my way
Mr.
into the middle
Bammy.
of the room.
I will stay pace with Bammy.
I'm
will
ready
disappear.
my pistol. If anything comes down there that looks hostile, I'm gonna shoot it. And probably
Why
miss.
isn't it appearing? Appear!
I'm gonna try.
Like crossbow as well.
In the
Like-
words of Cole, blap, blap.
Now
Oh,
all
please.
together now. Now here's something you'll really like.
All together now. Okay. And these two little blue-green finned, wet, very wet goblinoid creatures appear at the bottom of the stairs. And we left off on Cole's turn, so we will start there.
Okay, I'm gonna let loose with a bolt.
To the one on the left. Actually, I
Alright.
should jump for the one on the right, but I already said left.
Alright,
Yeah.
did I? Are we all in order, please? Oh, no, okay, we went to Bammy, Bellin, Cole. Alright, and you hit him in the throat, and with a gurgle, he, like, his eyes go wide, and he falls flat on his face and falls the rest of the way down the stairs. And he is dead.
I stealth, and I shoot arrows. And so far, I'm the worst one in the party at that.
You're better at shooting arrows than Bammy is, probably.
Alright, Cole, you have a bonus action?
No, I don't.
Alright,
But thanks.
alright, Kyra, you're up.
Alright, I am going to drop my trident, pull a javelin off my back, and chuck it at this guy.
Alright,
The one that's still alive.
presumably.
I'm real rusty with this thing, guys.
Alright, you do all these actions, drop and then pull, and then you just feel like you didn't give yourself enough time to ready and throw. And you see it go right over his head. Again, they're pretty small. They're these small guys. And then the javelin just clatters behind him as he like ducks and readies his sword. Alright. Loon?
Lunellis is very tired of missing with her gun. She's gonna march right on up. That's fine. She's going to reach out her hand and shock the crap out of him.
Goodness.
And not gonna do anything at all, even when she touches him.
He... Really? Okay. Metal armor. You know what? I'm gonna say that you had advantage on that because he is sopping wet.
Yes!
That's essentially the same as wearing metal armor. Therefore, you get a grip on him, he's slippery, he tries to get out, but he's wet, and then you just clamp down harder with your glove, and the charge goes through him, and it just lights him up. There is a smell of steam, and then burning flesh, and he is dead.
Nice.
And he just falls over steaming with a splash.
Wow.
Can I see anything else up the stairs?
You see the night sky and water sluicing down, but otherwise you do not see anything.
Okay, I think this might be our time, you guys. We should, continue?
Yeah, we've got to see if we can find the daughter of the blacksmith.
Right. Well. Alright, as you guys are moving through this room, you notice that the ground is very old. Like, what you can see through the ripple of water, it was once tile that is now, like, worn almost completely smooth into a solid ground. like solid one piece of ground, but they were very large pieces of tile, very well made. And in the center, what you pass by seems to be almost a fountain, but there's just like bits of what look to be rusted metal in the bottom and detritus of something that used to be put there. And based on the niceness of this room and just the etchings of knights in armor with weapons on the walls, you get the feeling that maybe this was some sort of like respectful kind of a place, and that this basin might have been like gifts of honor kind of thing, like respect, that kind of a deal. You notice this in like 3 seconds as you're running through to run down the stairs.
I have so many questions.
Do I pick up anything, like history-wise that might
You might.
tell
Would you
us
like to
about
roll
this
for it?
place? I am proficient in history.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I'm just gonna say you guys like stop for a breather here.
Are we taking a
So, like,
short
ready
rest or is
yourself?
this a breather?
Well, I'm not telling you to take a rest. I'm saying like to give you time to have this history check.
Nah. I just glance around.
It does look very historical and ancient, and you're sure that it might have meaning to someone somewhere.
Can I also do a history check as a robot?
You may.
Oh boy.
I'm really more about like Ecoliard history.
All right. Loon, you can tell that it appears to all be humans that are etched in the wall here. And you can see what, like, waves, like patterns of waves also, but other than that, you don't really know any meaning. Whereas, Cole, you have actually read up a lot on the different countries and histories of Kirham. And what you are looking at, as you're quickly looking around, you see symbolism of tridents and snakes and waves and these knights. And you know that this is actually a really, really ancient knighthood order is depicted on these walls.
Do I remember the name of the order?
You do. It's called the Delian Order.
The Delian Order. Guys, I
Yes.
think we're in a temple of the Delian Order.
Delio.
And as
What
you were
is
looking
Delian?
across the walls, there's ancient writing, and it does look like it kind of looks like common, but it's kind of like Middle English versus Modern English. But because, Cole, you are so well read, you give it a good hard look, and you can tell that what it says is like, what's etched into the wall is like an oath. Like, I, as a knight of the Delian Order, vow to be honest and noble and promote unity and blah, blah, like all these things about like unity and strength and standing above darkness and weakness.
It makes me feel kind of melancholy to see such an honorable site being taken over by little green gobos.
Kobo?
Best word of the night.
Well, when we're done, there won't be any more gobos.
Oh, Billy.
All right, everyone, you continue forward.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And
I mean,
you-
did we take a short rest? Does this qualify as a short
Do
rest?
we
You guys
want
choose.
to?
It would have to be an hour, and we heard chanting,
Yeah, we
right?
heard chanting.
Yeah,
for
and
that.
by the way, like the chanting has not stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
should
get going.
We're
should
fine.
go.
We gotta get going. We're fine.
I don't. I'm just.
With two
We're
hit
so
points.
We're so.
I'm just gonna group you all so I can grab you. Is that cool?
We're not
Yeah.
moving anywhere. We're just getting grouped together.
Whoop.
Ellen doesn't
Take
like
the
getting
take this
close.
torch with us.
I grabbed it. Boop.
We teleported.
Fancy.
Nice.
And
Well, that guy's not a jerk.
yeah, you see a little green guy who is waving a staff and like lifting it up and down and like side to side over this giant altar, which again is etched just as nicely as the walls outside, except for this looks nicer because it has had less exposure to the elements. And again, you see those symbols of tridents and serpents in circles. And you also see a young woman in a makeshift like driftwood and rope cage, like it's small, like barely big enough for her, on top of the altar as this little tiny guy. You can mostly see his staff on the other side of the altar because he's so short, and that is where the chanting is coming from.
I tossed the thing out because I said I would do it as soon as we went down the stairs. So that might have given us away. I don't know.
Shoot.
So,
But does it not react?
Okay,
to
it totally
the torch
gives you away. You roll initiative. Wait, as I clear it. Wait.
Clear
Okay,
the order.
Now do it.
And coming down the stairs, Belen would have stayed back away from everyone else.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Kyra, you're not doing a very good job at being a protector right now. Rolling last initiative is not helpful.
Wait.
And
did
of
you
course.
seriously tie me? You can't tie me, Loon. That's not fair.
Oh god.
Okay,
You're
well.
stealing all my things. Is that
Oh
Claude?
god. Oh god. Oh god.
Well, as you guys walk in and Loon throws her torch and this chanting does not stop,
Whoops.
and you see this
I'm
woman laying
regretting
there.
using my spell slots.
This young woman, she does not stir at all at the throw of the torch, but you hear, faster than any of you can react, you hear some splashing as a giant, like, not giant, he's medium sized, he's your guys' size.
Like, where did they go?
It is a
Bigger than
vast
Bambi.
There they are.
It is a vast difference to the little guys that you were just fighting. He looks kind of like them if they were on steroids, if steroids existed in this world. He is blue-green, he's got these big old fins like coming off of his head, like his ears connect into these fins, and he's covered in matted, nasty, wet fur. And he comes around at Kyra, because she's the first thing that he sees, and tries to strike her.
Swing and a miss.
Alright, you weren't ready for this, but you were ready for this. And he just hits your shield and clangs off with this terrible screeching sound as you realize that he is actually wielding a very rusty, nasty morning star that looks like it has seen the ages. And it just shrieks and sparks as it goes past your shield. And it is now Belen's turn.
Loon, did you want to go first? Loon and I tied, right?
Oh,
And we tied.
Yeah.
So if
Wow.
you want to go first, you can.
Okay.
Because I'm further back, so...
Okay. I just politely walk up to this guy and tighten up my glove, reach out, and give him another shock glove. Oh, great. Now I'm stuck here, because that was... Oh, wait. If he's wet, then he has a day.
he is wet.
Great.
He is quite wet.
Great.
And
Then-
you
You're all
grab his
wet.
big meaty arm, and your hand doesn't even go all the way around it. It'd be kind of like grabbing Bammy's arm, probably. And you see the shot go through him, and like the sparks go up his arm and like up his neck, and he tenses, and you can see these nasty yellow sharp teeth grit, and he just takes it.
As he sits there, like, slightly convulsing, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wear the fuzziest socks. And then I keep walking past 5, 10, 15 for the last bit of my movement, because he can't take reactions for the rest of his turn, so he can't take an AOO. And then that's my turn.
Nicely done.
Alright. Belen, you are now up.
Okay. Sneak attack is probably what I should be going for, but I'm going to move past Cole if I can. Push him out of the way. Flick him in the ear as I go. I'm gonna stand next to Loon, and I'm gonna take a shot at this guy here. Hopefully, big money, no way.
As you guys are moving, you see that he like looks at you, but he does not stop chanting at all. And let me see. Yeah, he was watching you, and then he sees you draw an arrow, and like just is ready and ducks when you shoot at him. But like it's a near thing. Like you can see like the hair, the matted wet hair. No, you don't see it move, but it might have if it was dry. That's how close it was.
That's my turn.
All right, Cole.
Oh, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna like, hey, you better step away from her.
And I'm gonna take another shot with my light crossbow.
This guy.
All
Who is
right.
this guy?
Okay, well, you shoot... Where are you? Okay, yeah. You shoot him straight in the head, 'cause that's all you can really see of him. And the chanting... And then on a gasp, stops, and he is dead. And as you do that, you hear this huge bellowing roar echo off.
I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a warning shot.
As the big guy next to you all looks around, realizes that you just shot him, hears the chanting stop, and he just roars in absolute rage.
Sorry.
I'm gonna back up 5 feet. And that's my turn.
Alright, and then you hear, like, he isn't speaking the chattering language, but it's a lot deeper, so it's like, it sounds more like he's choking on something. And then looking at you all, he just, what have you done? And that's it. Bammy?
We've done what we came here to do, to get the girl! And I will just move around past him and try and break the cage if I can.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you splinter that crap. Like you you don't even have to let go of your cactus. You just reach in with like a few of these fingers holding the cactus maul, and you just like splinter it clean off. And you like so know your strength that you like splinter it in such a way that it goes flying around her and nothing actually hits her.
All right.
And that cage is busted.
Uh,
But as you look down at her, you see that she is just like barely like looking up at you, like she's squinting. She's not unconscious, but she is very weak.
someone
And she
else
does seem very bruised and scraped.
Someone else see to her. We will handle big and ugly. And I assume it was my action to break the cage,
Oh,
so I will just stand menacingly at him.
Okay. Alright, Kyra.
Alright. I am going to stab the crap out of him. Or not. Not at all. Kyra, you are useless tonight.
Alright. No, you totally skewered that other guy.
One little gobo.
And so that you go to stab at him, but then he just brings his Morningstar down and actually catches your trident with the stem of his, and he's strong enough that he just pushes it back into your hand before getting his Morningstar back. Anything else you'd like to do?
I have nothing else.
Alright. And it is now his turn. And he is flanked by these two strong folks. And I can get rid of that sheet. But since he's already facing you, Kyra, and he already tried to hit you and he's mad, and you just tried to stab him, he's gonna try and hit you.
Bring it. Miss.
Oh. So he just, again, like, slides right off of your armor and just then, like, leans forward, like, almost in your face and just roars right at you, and he smells. Like, his breath is stanky. And then he backs up, not out of melee range, but just backing up. Just backing it up. Just backing. Wait, is that out of your melee range? Yeah, no, he just turns.
That's out of
And is looking at both of you, holding his
He can't move anywhere. He is
Yeah,
screwed.
no. He is stuck, and he's just mad. Alright, Loon, your turn, girl.
Also, this is great flanking position, you guys. This was very well put out.
Good teamwork, A+.
This is checkmate.
Yeah,
I'm-
I was gonna say, if Bammy knew what chess was, he would say checkmate.
Loon will take a shot at him.
Go for it.
Do it.
Ah! Girl, you shoot him! Alright, again.
And now
It goes
I have
off
to take
the
an
wall.
action to reload, so I can't shoot again until I reload.
Okay. Alright, so it's really loud. Sounds through the cavern, echoes a little bit, but the room's not quite big enough for it to echo for very long. And it just hits him right in the shoulder, and he like recoils and just doesn't know what hit him, but he knows it hurt.
Okay.
Alright, Bellin, it is your turn.
Belen's just gonna shoot him. Let's be honest here. Belen's not really
Go for
gonna
it.
take this out. He's not gonna try and be diplomatic. Come on, something.
That looks good.
Alright, well, your arrow sinks, like you take the shot exactly where Loon did, because you guys have known each other long enough to synchronize this.
I mean, we have the same initiative. We're so in sync.
Yeah, and the arrow, again, sinks into his armor, and it does seem to sink in, but he just kind of shrugs his shoulder into the arrowhead as if it doesn't even bother him.
Uh-oh. I was gonna say +6 sneak attack if I hit him.
Nah, just barely not.
Okay.
He's just roaring at the pain of Loon's shot and then rolls his shoulder into the arrowhead like, what? What?
Then I'll reload my bow,
Right?
and that's it.
Okay, cool.
All right. And
Finish him off for us.
so I think that actually, because I want to try to give Kyra a better chance, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and get rid of that smell. So she can hit him better. I think she's just distracted by his stink.
Just really distracted.
Okay, as you cast that, all of a sudden that fishy stuff, you can still smell the salt of like all of this seawater, and you can see salt like lining the edges of the room where it has been rolling for apparently years and years and years. But all of a sudden you also smell like that fishy stank, that nasty rot smell is gone. It's like lilacs.
Like a
It
Crest.
smells actually kind of nice.
Crest commercial, just ching.
Yeah, or like the Orbit gum. Clean it
Or
up.
like, the Febreze commercial where they're like put a person in a pile of garbage and they're like, doesn't it smell nice?
Like those Febreze commercials.
Was it the Orbit commercial where they're all covered in mud, but the teeth are like perfectly
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly that. And he just looks really disconcerted. As like all of his nasty matted fur like kind of puffs up a little bit and is like all clean. He's just like,
He looks like one of those cows that got shampooed.
yeah, kinda.
And that's gonna be all I do.
Alright, Bammy.
Alright, just gonna smack him around with the maul.
Amy's a man of simple tastes.
Alright, you whack him in the side with your giant cactus and it hits him and he like takes the impact and kind of sidesteps a little and just turns and looks at you and just kind of laughs-ish. Just, ha!
And I will let out enough flame that he flinches from it, but not enough to actually do anything to him.
Okay, he just flinches back from the light like, kind of squints. Okay. Kyra.
Damn it, Kyra, do something, woman! Alright. Sidestep.
I feel that pain, Kyra. I
Kyra,
feel that pain
quit
so
you,
much.
Kyra.
He actually seems to move quicker now that he's clean.
Oh no.
Dominic Grime, like,
He
sticking
acts
his
like he
arm.
got hit by
Oh, no.
Bammy's wall, cactus, and it just seems to like step in like just enough out of the way to give him the foot movement that he needs to back up out of the way of your trident.
Bambi, you said you had a friend that could help us.
You shut your mouth over there, elf.
Shut your mouth! Alright.
Oh no, he knocked the accent out of you.
Shut your mouth! That was Nessa, actually. Okay, so then he just looks between both of you, looks at all of you. Murderers! He yells. All of you! And then he swings around to hit Bammy this time.
You arrow.
Oh yeah.
First.
Nope. I crumple.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Shit.
So.
Is that? Oh, that's not quite maximum damage, right? Or whatever the.
No.
Wait.
We're waiting.
Can you do a thing?
No,
No?
too far away.
Oh,
No, she's not. Attack the target other than you. Oh, is the target within 5 feet or the creature's within 5 feet?
The target, because her shield arm can't go like 10 feet away from her.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I could. Alright, never mind.
That would put me at -10, which is not, more.
Enough to kill you straight out.
Yeah, because it has to do at least your max negative, or.
Is that even is that a 5e
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
That's a 5e thing?
Yeah.
It has to drop you negative your max health to one-shot kill you. Which I'm assuming
It
Can
I mean,
happen
since it
at
critted
some
on
point.
both of those, it wouldn't have been able to, but.
Alright.
By the way, real sorry I didn't attack, guys. I thought we had this.
by the way, seeing Bammy go down is a real eye-opener right about now.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
you see this big guy. When he yells "murderers," you can see that he is so like affronted, but like in a rage-filled way. He brings around like he gives himself the full circle to like come around and hit Bammy clean in the jaw with the Morning Star and knocks him flat. And just looks at the body and he's like, he said his piece already. He just spits on it and then looks at all of you.
Rude! Disgusting, vile creature!
All right, Loon, you're up.
I don't want to use my action to reload, so I'm going to use Concussive Blast from back here. Use my glove to make. Oh god, nothing happens. I have nothing else that I can do, so I'll just move over here to make some distance so we're not clumped up together.
All right, so you reach your arm out, and then this blast shoots towards him, and he just bats at it. Bats like he sees it coming, and it's weird. It's kind of like Legend of Zelda with the fake Ganondorf from the Forest Temple. He just hits the ball, like diffuses it before it can hit him. And that's what happens. Yay. Bellin?
Come on, Bellin, you can do it!
Jeez. Thanks, Cole. Bellin's gonna kind of have a half-second moment where he's just like, I actually liked the Dragonborn.
Oh.
He was quiet most of the time.
Oh.
And then something good. Gah!
Well, the arrow sinks into his armor, and then he just pulls it out easily, like it didn't even sink in very far.
Bellin, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me, Bellin.
We've got to move you up from that 30-pound bow, Bellin. You've been shooting for your entire life. You've got to start using at least 45 pounds.
I'm gonna multi-class and get a +2, guys. I know you don't know what that means, but I feel like it's what I need to do.
Do you want to use a bonus action? Or your movement? Anything?
Yeah, I'd like to use a bonus action to just give him like a, because I
He
don't
doesn't
actually
know what it
have
means, but he knows it's rude.
Yeah. I don't have any bonus actions at this level.
Okay. He bares his teeth at you in response. Cole.
I'm gonna move all the way over here,
Think about Cole. You've killed everything for us so far. Think
and I'm
about
gonna take a shot with my light crossbow, which I really hope my luck doesn't run out, because I have been rolling really well with these. Oh my
Okay.
God.
So you shoot at him, and the bolt sails through the air, and it does strike him, like clean across the face, and seems to tear off his ear. And he just yells as this happens.
It's like, we don't have to do this!
Alright. Anything else you'd like to do? He is bleeding profusely down the side of his face. Okay. Bammy, you need to roll a death save for me, please, sir. Alright, you have 1 success. The way that he fell seems to be, like, somewhat staunching, like, keeping the... It's against gravity, the blood is staying in a little bit.
I can't Clenwood every time.
Alright, Kyra.
Alright. Let me... Oh, I'm next to him. What am I thinking? Alright. Come on, Kyra. Don't let us down, Kyra!
Alright.
Final... Oh, 4. Woo.
After he, like, had spat at Bammy, you are just full of righteous fury. And you
How
just...
very dare!
And you bring your... You swing back... Not swing, pull back and stab right into his exposed arm at you. And the trident sinks in deep. And he, again, yells in pain as blood, starts spewing down from the wounds that you left. And you tear it out in a way that you know causes more pain and, like, leaves the wounds open and the blood just gushes.
Take that.
And he looks quite ill. He starts to look a little white under the blue and green.
Good. Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, he actually steps back, kind of slumps toward the wall, like uses it to hold himself up, and he's just like spitting and like, no, there's no blood coming out of his mouth, but there might be for dramatic. No, there's not. And so he just like, he's looking at the blood, just pulling it off of his face and his arm, and he's just, you killed us all. You just wanted to survive. And then, kind of like wincing as he lifts up his morning star, he goes to try and hit Kyra again.
Bring it. Miss.
And like he just can't lift his arm strong enough to even... It's just like, causes him more pain to try and hit you than it did for you to take the impact from your armor. Boone.
I say, if you wanted to survive, you probably shouldn't have attacked us. And then I give another concussive blast.
Get
And
him, Nellis.
you do indeed. This time you raise up your arm and the blast comes out and he can't lift his arm up in time. And it hits him full in the chest and he knocks his head back against the wall. And he looks so bad. But he is still hanging on. He just looks at all of you like disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. Like, you are the vilest.
Start to move forward a little bit, but that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Alright, Bellin?
Okay, Bellin would like to try again.
Okay.
Is that a natural 20?
It
That's
is!
a natural 20!
Alright, as he's slumping against the wall and like the blood of his face is getting on the wall and the blood is streaming down his arm, he starts saying, please, please, how do you want to do this?
Bellin would like to look at him and go, please, and just let it loose.
Alright.
And that's 11 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4. That's a lot.
Yeah. So the arrow sails so true. And you aim for the exact same spot that Loon shot and that you shot at before. And you sink that first arrow, like you split the arrow and shove that first arrowhead into his shoulder. And then that other arrowhead slides down and hits him straight in the heart. Ooh. And he just... And he goes immediately pale. Like all of the blood is like now finally leaving him from all of his wounds. And he just looks really sad as he just like slumps against the wall and falls down.
That's
and
right.
he is dead.
Bellin coming in, doing one thing right at the most memorable moment. That's about it. Failed the rest of the night. Pretty much the whole night. But
Hey, well, I've heard well, actually, I don't have any words of wisdom.
I really just don't want to hear anything from you right now, Cole.
Loon just
And
Loon
as
looks
you're
over at
quibbling,
Bellin.
Bammy is bleeding out.
Well, I'm gonna run up to Bammy and use my last 3 points of my lay on hands.
And I'll try to wake up the lady.
Oh, she's awake. She like looks at you, she kind of tries to roll.
Are you
And she's
okay?
just wincing.
I'm gonna sit down on whatever it is that there is to sit down on.
Yeah, that's just a raised sort of dais.
Loon gives Bellin a little snap and a thumbs up, and she comes over to help with the girl.
And then for ammo recovery, Lens, is there anything that like normally I tend to do like half of what you fire, but do you have a preference?
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Especially with how often some of you missed. I'm sure they broke on the wall.
Yeah.
Or broke in bodies. Like you split one of them in his shoulder, and as you guys are passing him by, his arm is like actually coming off a little bit. Like that arrow shot was intense. Because he was at 1 hit point and you gave him 25 more.
Oh, way to go, Bellin. When it mattered, I actually like the worst time to get that crit. The best time would have been at the start of the fight.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Bammy, are you alright?
Oh, gee.
I will be fine. How's the girl?
I don't know. Lunellis is looking at her.
Alright, she looks...
How you doing, Spark?
She looks really tired and like... But like seeing you all around her and like not hearing fighting anymore, not hearing chanting, she's starting to open her eyes more. She tries to get over on her side and just kind of falls back down and just...
Careful. No rush at all.
Is it over?
It is. You're safe now, and when you're ready, we'll return you to your father.
Oh my god. Oh. And she kind of starts to cry. She's like, thank you so much.
Of course.
I don't know what they were doing, but I mean, I think that obviously, and she just can't even like form the thoughts like that she's having. They
Well,
can't.
don't
She can't
worry.
make words.
It's
Little
okay.
Jimmy misses you real bad. He's gonna be real happy to see you again.
Bellin
And it's
sitting
just
down
kind of
across the room watching this would just be like, must be a family trait.
She doesn't even seem to hear you. She's just like, she
No.
finally forces herself to.
It wasn't for her. It was
Right,
for
I know.
Bellin.
So she sits up. Finally, it's like wincing and like blinking, like she almost passed out when she sat up, and she starts to get her breath back.
I give her some water.
All right, and so
Can
then
I
she
look
just
at
kind of
this
sits there,
little? Oh, no, sorry.
and she's just like, "Just give me a second. It's been a long time, and it
Can
has
I-
been like several hours that she's been here."
Can I also, like, just to be safe, for funsies, I'd like to insight check her to see if how much of this exhaustion and I don't have very much of insight. How much of this, I want to make sure none of this is an act, which none of it would be. Why would it be?
Right? Why would it? You're just looking at her and you're like, man, she has been through like it was only several hours really, but like she looks roughed up, like it was a hard time, and she's just grateful to see you all, and it is very genuine.
What a brave soul.
Does this one that was chanting earlier? Is there anything that I can recognize him about his dress or Maybe there's a culture that I've read about once?
Well, now that you're getting a closer look at these creatures, could you roll me a nature check?
Okay.
While he's doing that, I just kind of like to get Bammy's attention. Just like, hey. And then just a nod. Literally just like...
Bro
nice.
nod?
Like a bro nod. Seriously, just like a... Nice.
I will give.
You can take a hit. That kind of nod.
I will shift my jaw back into position and nod back, but confused.
That's fine.
What is this nodding thing?
I
Can
was unconscious. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Can since everyone's very shifty about this place, I would like to divine sense if there's some weird things around. Oh, that doesn't really help. I
Let me see.
read something, sorry, on the actual thing.
You might be thinking of like detect evil and good.
You can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
What's that?
That's what it says on the paladin thing.
In that case,
Desecration.
as you are standing there looking around, and Cole is having his look around, and Bellin and Bammy are having their bro moment, and Loon just finished deciding that this girl was trustworthy, Kyra, you stand there and you kind of like think for a hot second about like your deity and just like just kind of open yourself up to her influence and like if this is like just what kind of response you get back from the environment around you. And as you cast it, you get like this really faint sensation, almost like a touch, but obviously not an actual touch, like in your mind, in your soul, that like immediately fades, that feels like this place was attempting to be desecrated, but then it fades. And you realize like that's probably the ritual they were trying to do, was to probably consecrate this for something that was unholy in Vandala's eyes.
Okay.
Cole has a
The
nature
heck's a
roll.
gondola.
And
Oh,
then
yes.
when he gets done with his thing, I'd like to look through the bodies.
And
All right,
while
cool.
she's
As you were looking
doing
over...
that-
Pardon? Yes?
Oh, I was gonna say, while they're doing that, after the bro moment, when everyone's kind of distracted, Bellin would get up and just like start peeking in some stuff, whatever's around the room.
Okay. There are a whole bunch
No
of
rush.
like... chests? They're not chests. They're like built into the wall ottomans, but that can open up. What are they called? Window seats, but without a window? That kind of a thing? And a bunch of urns and such.
I call them reading nooks.
Sure. But Cole, as you're looking at this guy and you're just kind of trying to determine what this little dude was, again, you are thinking back to the little guys you saw before, and you realize these are goblinoid creatures, but they are called kappa. In some cultures, they are considered water demons, and they're like goblins of the sea, basically. And normally they live in like rivers and seas, and they don't usually come onto dry land. They usually like it where it's wet. This guy was definitely wearing clothing that you can determine was a magic user or a shaman, like a wise person, like who would know history and rituals like this, who would be the religious person of this culture. Again, he was just a kappa. And as you're looking at the big guy that you fought, you know that he is called a Kapawara, which is like a souped-up kappa, and they don't always run together with the kappa, but when they do, they're always in charge.
Cool. On the shaman, is there any sorts of did he have any like notes or anything, or any artifacts that I could be interested in?
He has a tiny staff, which would be like a wand if you took it. And it's like, it looks almost like driftwood at first glance, but roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Alright, you can tell it's magical, obviously. He was spinning it around, and he was using it for this ritual, and it has etchings into it in a language that you do not know, but must have some kind of magical purpose, but you can't determine the nature exactly of the staff that he was using. Everything else on him, he doesn't carry coin, but he does have some little tiny flasks, like in his robes,
Cool.
of various liquids.
Can I take his staff and his little tiny flasks? I'm going
You
to put
sure
this in my notebook and draw little sketches of him.
You sure can, and you should. You recover from where he fell dead. A couple of the bottles shattered, but you do recover 2 little tiny vials of indeterminate liquid and his staff wand.
I love you, determinate liquid.
All right, anyone else? Oh, Bellin, were you doing something?
I'm looking,
you're
I'm
looking
looking
at stuff.
look at the room.
Yeah, I'm
Right,
just
okay.
like walking around looking and stuff. If there's
All
anything
right.
in the room that to be looked in, I'm just not really like over the top investigating, but just peeking around. But I think
Alright,
Loon was also checking that guy out.
Oh, all right. Well, Bellin, roll investigation check just for funsies for me, and Loon also do that. All right, all right. What? What? Oh. All right. Yes, indeedy. Okay, so first we'll go with Bellin. He is looking through all of these not window seats. What are they?
Like,
They're not two
like
stone chest things in the wall. And you just open it up, and you smell age as you open it up, and you cannot tell what it is in here, what it once was, what it was supposed to be. It was obviously storing things, but it all seems worthless and aged as you're like touching it and like looking around. As you move around the whole room, it all looks really aged. Like these are obviously weapons. I'm on the GM layer. These, no, still can't do it. Click. These in these like boxes over here. These open boxes are obviously weapons that were stored. They probably were nice once, but they're really, really nasty, rusted, like tarnished now, and most of the wood is warped. There seems to be nothing really valuable at all. Like it might have been like 200 years ago, but now, no.
Okay.
And then Loon, your roll, you pat this guy down through his nasty blood-soaked stank, and he has a really nasty rusted morning star. And he has a really old longbow and a quiver of like 7 arrows that are also quite old that he obviously rummaged from in here or somewhere. Cole, as you're watching this, you know that Kappa and Kappa they just are basically vultures. They like take things from they don't build, they just take. And so he scrummaged it from somewhere. Scrummaged, that's a word. Other than that, Loon, you see some trinkets that look like they're made of precious metal. Like no coins or anything. It's just like, oh, this is shiny. He could put it in his pocket. Just like broken bits of stuff that was shiny.
I will take the precious metals.
Let's say there are 5.
Okay, 5 precious metals.
Let's say
Or less.
5. Really, 3.
They're about coin size, but they are not coins. They're just nice little precious metal things. I'll figure those out later.
No
Guess
worries.
who planned to loot? Not me.
This is
So.
This is it.
Are the arrows useful at all?
Oh, they're functional.
Just saying.
They're just not very
saying.
pretty.
That's fine. Bellin's functional, but not very great either.
Alright, anyone else have any plans of attack?
Do you think you can walk out of here? Do you need us to carry you?
Before she even says anything, I will just go and princess carry her.
Oh!
Is this a door?
It does look like a recessed bit of wall, which is a little odd if you want to look closer at it. It looks
I
like wall
will-
from where you are.
Obviously, look closer at it.
Okay, so as you all are standing around looking around doing your various things, again, you can see the emblems from the other room, but like even nicer here, and this giant altar thing in the middle of the room. It almost looks like a big sarcophagus, almost, and it has the etchings of very fancy, like, of like obviously ancient art. Like if you were looking at Chaucer's time kind of art, of like a very simple humanoid woman with like a crown on her head and like wings, just like all symbolic.
Oh, jeez,
oh
I'm
no,
on
she
a 2.
froze.
Whoops.
She from?
Along the side,
Oh, no,
Hi.
okay, along the side of the sarcophagus, Cole and anyone else who looks hard enough at it, you can figure that it says something like, "If you are to keep this, give it to me."
If you are to keep this, give it to me.
Where'd you say the statue was? I was fixing my character sheet.
Is that
Oh,
a
it's
George
just-
Michael song?
There's this sarcophagus in the middle of the room.
Perhaps some of these weapons, if we put them in our hands, they become nicer?
Are you gonna look at that wall or not?
Yeah. Sorry.
You gonna roll investigation at it for me, dear?
Yeah. You
Put a
missed
dice at the door.
it.
All right. Well, you are like putting your hands on it, you're looking at it. It's odd that there should be a recessed wall here, but it like the seams go all the way to the wall. Like it's a wall, like wall, corner, wall, another corner, all the way down. It's wall.
Cole, what do you make of this? Oh, yeah.
Let me see. What's going on over here?
This seems like something that would be up your alley.
What's everyone else doing while this is happening? Want to roll investigation, Cole?
Sure.
I will be looking at them, but I'm still just holding the girl in my arms.
Okay. All right, you are holding her. I'm just gonna put her next to you, and we'll just have to remember that.
Close.
Pull the like invincible roller over there.
All right, so Cole, you go over and notice that she says this wall, and as you look at it, you're like, can't be a wall. You're thinking to yourself, you're like, it's gotta be a door. Like, nobody does that to a wall. There's just not a random recessed wall. As you walk up, you can see, like, it's seamless from age, but you can see, like, very thin lines between one wall and the other. And the stone is obviously, like, cut from like the same kind of stone, but a different stone. So, like, it was put there after the walls were built. Like, it was obviously added second, and it is definitely a door. And as you are patting around, you kind of feel in the corners, like if you go to both corners, like there seems to be, like, if you could just get something down in there, like your hands are in the water that's on the ground right now. As you if you could just reach your fingers down far enough, there might be some kind of latch or mechanism that you could push that could maybe open this door or unlock it or something.
Okay, so I can reach into this gap, but I can't reach far enough. Is that what you're saying?
Right, like your fingers, like you can sort of reach, but then like your fingers are too thick to get farther in.
I have a crowbar.
I have
Well-
a trident.
I mean, judging by this wall right here, it doesn't appear to be load bearing, and I see all these it's a different sort of stone as well. And then I'm reaching the bottom. This is where they normally put latches for these sort of doorways, but my fingers can't fit in. I don't know if there's maybe some sort of lever or key or something. I say aloud to the group.
Shall we search for a key then?
How many is it? Like, how big is the latch?
It's just like deep down in it, somewhere in that crevice. Cole's just like having this intuition / very slight fingertip touch. Like there is something down there, either the floor stone or the door stone, but he can't quite reach it. Otherwise, there does not seem to be any other locking mechanism or feature on this wall door.
Would there be do you think a crowbar could hold?
Yeah, if you put the flat end in. But if everyone wants to roll investigation, who wants to look for a key while Bellin rolls.
I do.
What about a mage hand? Would that be able to fit in there, or does that take up a particular kind of physical space?
I have no idea. Could you bring up the spell, please, sir?
Okay.
Alright. So Kyra investigating, Bammy investigating. Alright, so you guys go around the room looking for a key, as Cole said, and you look through these weapons, and they're just weapons, and you look through the stone chest things and these urns. You even open up, you force open some of these urns, and it was ash probably, now it's just like muck. Really humid, nasty mud muck.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Bammy would have no compunction about putting his hand in.
Well, I mean, I'm still holding her, so I'm like...
Oh, JK, you're just looking?
I'm moving
Cool.
around the room, looking at what I can, but I'm still holding... And
Okay.
You can dip her tail in.
So
Does Bammy
Kyra
have a
rips
tail?
open this urn and just sees this muck that's sunk to the bottom. It used to be full of ash, now it's less than half full because of wetness. And that's what you find. You see no key. You just keep as you turn around, as you're looking, you just keep looking back at the sarcophagus that says, "If you are to keep this, you must first give it to me."
Loon has no problem with getting dirty. She'll go around and stick her
Alright,
hand in
so-
urns.
Loon shoves her hand into this urn. It goes up to your shoulder because it's this tall urn thing, and you just reach around and you feel the bottom of the urn. It's just muck and nastiness. Now your shoulder is your whole arm is nasty.
Prestidigitation.
And it is gone, and your arm is so clean.
Oh, this is too clean. I need this grease for later.
All right.
I'm kidding.
It's minor illusion. Grease.
First level grease spell.
Grease.
Bellin, See if you can get in there. If you can't, I think I have something I can try.
Here, and I would just rummage through my bag and kind of just like chuck the crowbar across the room.
Ow!
Oh, come on.
And you killed
I
him.
haven't hit anything all night. Knock it off, Cole.
Alright, Cole, but seriously, do you want to make like an acrobatics check to catch that? Or to
Okay.
dodge it or something? It's not going to be hard. I just want to for fun.
Like tossing it at his feet.
Oh, at his feet? Well,
I mean, he could
He
try and
stabs
catch
the
it,
toe.
but I'm
it's
not
fine.
like...
He scampers back and it kind of hits the toe and it has like that twang to hit his toe, but like it doesn't cause any damage. Just like, ah, dang, I wasn't fast enough to dodge
Oh,
that.
Jiminy Crickets!
Felon, be careful with the boy.
Why? He killed half the things down here.
He can kill creatures, but he can't dodge crowbars,
Okay,
apparently.
Why would you throw a crowbar at someone anyways?
It's not gonna break.
But the
He
point
might
is,
break.
Have you seen him tonight? He's literally the most skilled one out of all of us.
yes, but he did that from very far away.
He wasn't shooting the crowbar. He had to dodge it, and he's not good at
Just
that.
stop, like, pampering the children we come across.
They're just children.
Cole is not a child.
I also have a
Look
crowbar.
at him. He's but a child.
I also have a crowbar, and I'll go to the other door while
I've
Cole
seen
works
very many
on the
children that can
door.
shoot like that.
But you're definitely not from Sacred.
Well,
Right.
I hope they shoot better than they stab with spears in Sacred.
We need to make
Just
friends,
hide.
Belen. We need to make friends.
I have one. I'm fine.
Barry,
Oh,
she
no.
just looks at you and is just,
We
she's
need
just
more.
chuckling. She's delighted by this. Like, this is great.
I have to
I
get
work
some
with Cole on the
steel-toe
door.
boots.
What?
While they're doing that, could I look at the sarcophagus? You said it was like a sarcophagus, right?
Yeah, like it looks like an enormous, like a presumably sarcophagus.
Like, with a lid?
Yeah.
Like, is there like an actual seam? It looks like maybe with enough force we could do something.
Yeah, it looks extremely heavy, and that has been sitting in the exact same spot for probably more than decades. Like,
But with-
a long frickin' time.
But with two crowbars.
And it actually, like, as you're looking at it, well, roll investigation for me.
Oh, jeez, I'm horrible at these.
Can I just lay on top of this sarcophagus to piss
You
Bella
can.
off?
Alright, Bellin, you, like, put your fingers around the lip of where this lid is, and you can just feel, like, because where the stone of the bottom goes, it, like, turns, and then the lid curves down. So, like, like, the lid was finished being carved on top of the bottom. So it would take a great deal of force to rip it off, because it is, like, stone curved around a stone lid.
I mean, the key might be inside.
It might not. We might waste a lot of time trying to get into this for no reason.
You have somewhere else to be.
We do need to deliver this girl back to her father.
It's pretty late. I could do with the
Deal.
rest.
All the more reason to deliver the girl back to her father.
He might pay more in the morning.
I imagine he's on somewhat of a fixed income. He's only
Why
a
don't you give
blacksmith
it back
after all.
to someone? It's not a very nice thing to do as I'm like laying down.
And the girl's looking around, she's like, I mean, I would like to go home, but it's no rush, I guess.
I
Yeah, I
will,
like the
I will
thing
start
more-
carrying her out the door.
No, wait for us, baby.
Wait, there's another door, baby!
We need to finish investigating this place before we
I
move
will
on.
make it up a couple sessions to go. Look
just
at
Cole
her
and I,
and
Cole and I
shrug.
try to jimmy the door with crowbars. 'Cause I've got one too.
Alright, both of you roll dexterity checks, just straight dexterity. Maybe, no, let's do sleight of hand.
Good, good,
I got your back, I guess.
much better.
Cole is ridiculous tonight. This has got to
Alright.
end at some point.
So, Cole, you are trying to force, like, you slide the crowbar in, but then, like, you missed where you were feeling before, and it gets kind of stuck. And you yank it out, and you're, like, putting it in, and you're trying, but you can't really... It's hard, like, you've never done this sort of jimmying kind of a thing.
Really haven't.
And you just get kind of stuck, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. So you're just, like, doing it to show, like, you're trying, but you know that you're not making any headway. Whereas Lunellis, on your side, where you are, you like first try, you put the crowbar in. This isn't exactly the kind of lockpicking or anything that you've done before, but you can figure it out. It's just like a really big keyhole kind of a thing. And so then you just jimmy the crowbar in. You feel yourself hit something. You push, and you hear a like muffled by the water, but like it's definitely a give of some kind, and the door kind of shifts on that side a little bit.
Cool. Come hold this here. Don't move it.
Okay.
Just hold the pressure.
How much is it? Roughly 10 pounds of pressure?
I would say it's closer to 7.
All right. Mage hand.
Mage hand. Can I try Cole's side?
You may roll sleight of hand.
Let's see how this goes. It's average.
It occurs to me somewhat late. Would you be trying to pick a lock of some sort right now?
It is. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Alright, Loon, as you're doing this, you like shove the crowbar in, but it feels like when Cole was trying, like he didn't realize it, but he was shoving muck that was on the ground into this area. And so you don't get that ease of like slip, like right in that you know. It's a lot harder and you're having a hard time differentiating, and you just don't feel like you're making any headway, as Bellin realizes his realization.
Well,
I mean, it's a bit of a larger lock than I'm used to. But,
that should make it easier, shouldn't it?
you'd think.
It's literally one pin you have to lock.
Can I make a thief's tool roll?
You may.
Like,
Come use this tool.
Crowbar.
I'm assuming you carry the crowbar because it's useful as a thieves' tool at some point.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and lockpick this door.
Your turn.
Do it.
Nope.
And you like go over there. Loon's like, Bellin, could like when she's ushering you over, she explains like there's some muck in here, like it's not that easy. And then Bellin just like you kind of don't even look. You like touch the door, touch the seam, grab the crowbar, just like, and click, and then the door like both sides are both even again, and just kind of it's stone, it's solid stone, but it looks a little lighter than it did before.
I loosened it for you.
Well, that tends to be what happens.
I attempt to push the door open very stupidly without checking for traps or anything.
Alright, you push on it, and you can feel it give toward the back and then hit, like the door frame. It needs to go up, you assume?
Oh. Benny or Kyra, you seem very capable as well.
You seem like a strong, independent woman that doesn't need no dragonborn.
You're a survivor.
Back to the playlist.
Mm-hmm. Should we try to lift the door? It seems like it needs to go up.
You're muted.
You're muted, dear.
We can certainly try.
Alright.
Kyra, you go first. I've got my hands full. If you need me, then I'll give it a shot.
Help her.
Alright, when you say you have your hands full, Bammy, the girl just kind of like, her eyebrows go together, she like wraps herself up tighter in the blanket that she had with her.
Oh.
She just looks like on her face, it's kind of a Lindsay expression, like, I'm sorry to be a bother.
No.
No, you're not a bother. My hands are full of you, and you've been on the hard stone for hours, and I feel like this would be better.
He's not trying to imply that you're a handful.
And she just chuckles. Thanks. And then whoever is attempting to lift the door, roll athletics, please.
I'm proficient in that. Kyra, you fucking useless piece of crap paladin.
I will set the girl down, move over, roll my shoulders.
I don't think Kyra's feeling well today.
Do we need to leave the, like, as a thief, would Bellin know, do we need to leave the lock picks or the crowbars in?
No, like, you know as a thief, you know that once you, like, got that mechanism off and the door did that lifty thing, like, you pushed hard enough that it unhinged and it's not resting on it anymore.
Well, knowing that, I would have given Kyra or Bammy or whoever was trying to open the door my crowbar and suggested doing that with the other one as well. Because if we don't need to leave it open, they can use the crowbar, and the crowbar specifically gives advantage on strength checks.
Alright, cool. Well, then Kyra rolled a 19, and Loon rolled a 12.
Kyra, you're really great.
Alright, so Kyra, with this crowbar in hand, you've never had to do the menial task of using a crowbar, but it seems pretty simple. It's a piece of metal used to lift stuff. So you shove it under the door, you get a good grip, and then you just way back. It just starts pulling up, and Luna's having a harder time, but she knows what to do. She's trying, but Kyra, you know that you're doing most of the work.
From the legs, princess.
Call me princess one more time, I swear.
And then once you get it up enough,
You
you
shouldn't
guys
swear.
You guys can both get your hands underneath it and stop using the crowbar and just push. And again, Loon, you kind of feel like you're straining something. And Kyra's just like...
My forte!
And Kyra's just like, whatevs, man. I've lifted
Cole's
heavier
still
things.
holding the one crowbar there in place.
Excellent work, Cole!
No problem.
And then, since it's so heavy, can you guys both give me another athletics check with it? Nope, not with advantage. You're not using crowbars anymore.
Ah!
Hey! Okay.
Ah!
As her arms go over her head, she like finds it a little hard to like get that bicep leverage, and she's just kind of after she did all of the heavy lifting, Loon's just like she finally like once she's in this position, Loon just gives a good heave after working so hard with that pent up momentum in position, and Loon pushes it like into the ceiling, and it seems to like click on something else, like another mechanism, just like the one underneath. And Kyra goes through the motions of pushing it and realizes that she wasn't actually doing that last bit. And the door stays open. Woo! And you guys look in, and let me just open that door really quick.
About as quick as
Kyra, you are literally all talk and no walk. What is happening?
Is this
Surprising,
why she's still
absolutely.
outside of the city?
Surprising absolutely no one. You push open the door to see stairs. But like as you had opened it, you realize water is now running down in, and it had not before.
As you push it open, it's literally empty. Way to go, guys.
Shall we investigate?
Yes.
Do you guys want to keep going?
Shall.
Yes. I would like to keep going quietly.
I mean, like players, do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're the
but
one
a
who
break.
likes to
Oh.
wake up early.
I'm good, man. I don't even
Yeah,
like my...
you say that now, but Lindsay is gonna cry about it.
I might, but it's worth it, right? If you guys are up for it, I'm up for it.
Can we at
I
least
mean,
do 5
we've
minute
got-
I mean, is it wrap up a goal in 20 minutes?
Depends on your actions.
No.
It could be. It might be. It really depends. Like, it
I mean,
very well could be.
if you think that there's a stopping point in 20 minutes, I say we could go for a bit more. But if
Alright, are you guys
wanna call
only
it now-
willing for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing for 5 ever, but that's clearly not an option.
Alright, well, I'll find a stopping point in 20 minutes if necessary, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go.
Yay! I attempt to go forth quietly.
okay, small scared child, over into the temple where you were being abducted and transformed into something.
What's
I will
your name?
take up the back with her. Just
No one
so
asked
hearing
her name.
I just asked it.
No
Oh.
one cares.
She looks around, she's like, oh, I'm Janine.
Oh, Janine. I like that. Jimmy and Janine. It's got a nice
Nice.
little alliteration to it.
What's
I
your
mean, it's
dad's
really-
name?
What's
your
your
dad-
what is your dad's name? No, I'm
What's
real
your-
curious.
What's your dad's name?
What is his name?
Johnny.
John.
Vaughn.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Who was your daddy and what is his name?
My father's name is John. Not John, freaking Vaughn, guys. It's Vaughn with a V.
Like Vince Vaughn?
Whenever we go out.
Oh, what's your mother's name?
Victoria.
Alphona.
Alphona.
Well, it's nice to meet you, dear.
John
Don't-
Alphona.
You are safe with us. We're just going to make sure the rest of this temple is clear, and we will take you back to your father promptly.
Yeah.
Alright,
Has it-
marching order, kids.
Has it been about a short rest or anything?
I'll go.
I think you were all actively doing things.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. All right,
Sammy
that's
is
fair.
at the rear with her.
I
Okay.
will lead the pack.
Alright, as you guys look at this staircase, it's a narrower staircase than the other ones. Like, the other ones were obviously like 15, 20 feet wide. This one is just wide enough for you guys with all of your armor and stuff. Still comfortably, but it's a lot smaller, and it's a lot steeper. And a lot darker. Just because it is. Because of the steepness. And at Bammy, as you step forward, Janine is like kind of like rolling into your chest a little bit, like she doesn't want to go in at all. But she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
She just kind of holds her breath and like rolls towards you. And is just like, okay.
I can stay here with her. Can someone take the torch to the front, or elves? You can see in the dark. How far down does it look?
6.
I'll take a torch for all the ones who might need it.
A torch for the torchless.
If you guys are looking and you look down at the steepness, it looks probably like 30 feet down.
So I wouldn't be too far away if I stayed in this room with her. But actually, no. There's only the one torch, so
Well, we have other torches.
yeah.
Just stay behind us. We shouldn't run into trouble, but if we do, we will handle it.
I'm gonna go in the back, even if Bammy is going with us. I'll still be behind Bammy.
Okay. Alright, so Bellin and Bammy are staying behind.
Well, no, we're in the rear of the
we're going
marching
down,
order.
but we're
Oh, you're
behind.
going down.
them,
Okay,
so-
everyone's going down. Alright, cool. Alright, as you guys are going down the steps, those of you who can see, and if you're in the torchlight, you notice, like, the walls here are also etched, just like the other room, but, like, not like the other staircase. The other staircases were just flat and plain walls. This one is very etched, and instead of the tridents and snakes, you see, like, more waves, like clouds. It obviously looks like sea and sky, with like sunbeams going down in, and you can see night standing on the water as you're going down, like on the water, as you're going down the staircase. And there are other etchings on it at all, if you wanted to look at them, but you know, whatever.
Well, this is really fascinating, Delia, and artistry.
Alright, and then you guys go down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. Boop. Kyra pops out the other end, makes room for everyone else. Boop. And everyone I'm just gonna pop everyone in. Boop.
Do you see what I have to deal with? Just
You'll survive.
no. You pay attention to me now.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw Bellin in right behind Cole.
Don't forget to...
Oh!
Oh, and the torch. Here you go, guys. Poof.
Okay.
And
I would like to check
and
for
Bammy-
trap.
Bellin and Bammy, give me a perception check.
Oh joy, the door just closed behind us.
Alright, Bellin, as you guys are walking down the stairs, as the last of you steps onto the stairs, you hear a slight shift, like amongst the splashes you hear a slight shift, almost of a stone scrape, like very small. And out of it, like if you turn just a little bit to kind of hear it better, you see a slight light, like flash in the back, like in your peripheral vision, like a little sparkle, and that then fades. Like way back into
up
the room, like
stairs behind us.
yeah, back up the stairs in the sarcophagus room.
What was the inscription on the side? I'm sure someone like me might remember that.
It said,
You want to keep it? Give it to me.
yeah, if you want to keep this, you must first give it to me. Or if you will keep this, you must first give it to me. There you go.
Can I check for traps?
You may roll me in some investigation.
Investigation.
All right, you guys entered this carved out cavern, and like the symbols ended in the staircase, and now this just kind of looks like a rough hewn catacomb kind of a thing. Loon, as you're going around looking for traps, it just looks like matted dirt that is now getting wet for the first time, and you don't seem to see anything unseemly. You don't feel anything weird. It's just dirt and stone and lots of dust, like discarded tools and rubble, and it's all kind of on like a kilter. Like the ground used to be flat, but now it's all kind of bent out of shape. And let me just check the vision real quick. And you can see in the distance further into the little catacomb-ish thing, there's like a big old crack in the ground, and you can surmise that there was ground shifting after this was built. That like was like a mini earthquake kind of a thing, like shifted the ground, made a little crack ravine thing, and broke a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, well, group, I can see ahead a bit, and there is a crack in the ground. It looks like the foundation here is completely shot. This real estate is absolutely worthless. Can I listen for a second and see if I hear any chanting, any scurrying, any sounds?
You can. Roll perception,
I
please.
really wish I had better perception. I'm not built for this. This is not my role typically.
You just hear the distant sloshing of the water coming in, like the different rooms upstairs coming down the stairs and now coming down the stairs behind you into the dirt and stone and just sloshing across there. And as you were looking around, and everyone, as you're looking around, you see that right here in front of you seems to be a very fancy door that is like hard stone. It's not like nice stone, it's just stone. Very strong stone. And so is this. This one.
Bellin,
Which are closed.
do I know if you have very good perception? Is that something that we've encountered in our years together?
I have spent a lot of time as a lookout.
Great.
That was my previous
Yes.
role, and that's what I typically tend to do for Loon when we're acquiring things.
Yes, of course, I remember perfectly now.
I'm very hands off. I'm very far away.
I whisper back, Bellin, do you hear any of the gobos ahead, or any scuffling, any voices at all?
I don't know. Do I?
You are muted.
Me?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I told you to roll perception and I was muted? That's ridiculous.
I just assumed that I was gonna roll it.
Good
I'm
job.
sorry.
Good work. So,
Backseat
as you-
DMing, am I right? I'm kidding.
Right? It really was.
as Loon kind of looks around at you from around Kyrish, and she says, like listen for some gobos, man. Bellin, you listen hard, and you just like kind of tilt your head around and get a good feel of the room. You can hear the splashing behind you, and nothing really around you or ahead of you. It's just very quiet, very dead ahead of you, very acoustically dead. Like there has been no sound here until now for years. And it also occurs to you, Bellin, probably like if you guys worked so hard to open that door, and it was so hard to open, no one had opened it before you. Also, the ground is dry and becoming wet, so it had not been opened before you.
Seems clear.
Excellent. Cole, would you like to check this door while I check this door?
Well, sure, Miss Lanellis.
See about opening it, if it's locked, that kind of deal?
I'll do my best.
You're a smart boy. I trust you'll do just fine.
Alright, both of you roll investigation. So, and what is involved in this investigation? Are you looking, feeling, smelling? What's going on here?
I'm feeling for a keyhole and trying to see if I even know how to open it to see if it's locked, but I don't think that I do.
Okay. Both of you, as you reach out your hands and touch the door, Bellin, you see a familiar flash of light, and Bammy as well, right? Mm-hmm. To everyone else, it's just a little bit of a, like, it's not a flash, it's like a little faint light that shines from where your hand touches the door.
About that.
And there's a little sparkle, and a slight sound like a scrape of stone as
We roll initiative.
no. This somewhat incorporeal looking man appears above this grave thing. He just stands there, he's holding this big old maul. He's a human in full plate armor. He looks very official. Obviously
Kinda looks
dead.
like he's wearing Delian armor.
Indeed, Cole. You recognize the same architectural designs are somewhat different but the same in his armor. Different but the same. Like there are tridents in a circle, and the circle is made of a serpent biting its own tail on both of his shoulder pauldrons. And he's just standing there holding his maul, and he looks at all of you. And he says in a slightly, almost incomprehensible common, but which, like, if you think about it hard enough, you guys do understand what he's saying. Again, it's like Middle English versus Modern English. He's like, "You do not belong here. You are not worthy. You are not sworn."
I really do apologize. What does it take to be sworn?
You must swear.
I swear a lot. I'm afraid you might need to be more specific, my friend.
And he looks really offended.
I'm so sorry.
Yes?
Kyra, did these symbols look familiar to you? Do they not? You have tridents, and he has tridents. Is this your friend?
And Kyra, as you lift up your shield, he looks at you, and like his eyes widen. He says, "You are a knight, but you are not sworn."
Swear, Kyra, swear.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to swear to, but I'm from Sakrish, and I am part of the Guardians of the Wall.
I do not know Sakrish. I know Delian. Are you a knight of the Delian Order or not?
I suppose not. Although
And Cole, as he's saying this, and you were realizing... Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry. Cole, as you're looking in between Kyra's shield and this guy, it kind of clicks with you like, this is the same kind of design choice. Like, the symbol of Sakrish on her shield is similar, not exactly the same, as all the stuff that has been in this tomb. Like, as if like this was a precursor to that nation before they decided on their logo.
Well, excuse me, sir, if I can interrupt. I'm sorry, what's your name?
He looks around. I no longer remember my name. I am a knight, and that is what was in life, and it is what I shall be in death.
Alright, then, Mr. Knight, I think what we have here is that you've been down here a long time, and I think that, a lot has happened since you've been down here, and now the Delians, they've changed over time, and they built a city called Sakrish, and that's where Mrs. Kyra's from. Miss Kyra, sorry.
When did I get married?
Miss Kyra, sorry.
Miss Kyra.
Wait,
please. That's called proposing.
That's called proposing.
We're gonna
As
marry
Melon tries to go by,
I don't know
the
you like
Spectre
that.
throws his maul at Melon. And he deliberately misses. It like lands right in front of him. And it's a spectral maul thing, like tings out that, but it does. Melon, he says, huh?
I try and pick it up.
Alright, roll athletics. And he looks at Melon and says, "You are not sworn." And then he looks, oh wow, you pick up his maul.
Okay.
Like, you give it a good heave and lift it up.
I hand it back to him.
He takes it and watches you. Like, he doesn't, like, take it back, he, like, still holds it out at you. And he's looking at you.
I look around. Just looking.
Wait,
Okay.
so Mr. Knight, I
He
think
leaves it.
what...
He holds his hand up to you, Cole.
Oh.
He looks at Kyra. A knight of the wall, you say?
Yes.
What was your oath? You can make it up. Or you can just say that you say it if you want.
So, how many people challenge? Living strange, where we are, where we begin high. No one else knows that yet. There's a chorus coming up, but I'm not going to get there. It's going to take too long.
Champagne Supernova?
Our oath was about protecting those specifically.
And after all, it's Wonderwall. Wonderwall.
No. Our oath was to ensure the safety of our people, protecting those that needed protecting, and to be as just and as fair as we could possibly be. I am a really nice person.
Alright, Kyra, roll.
Oh no. Kyra, this is how you
smack you.
play.
Just roll
This is
persuasion.
crazy. But I'm your ancestor.
I'm proficient in that.
Can I assist her with my sweet maul handling?
You're a paladin! How is this who you are?
I don't know, Jim. I don't know.
So, this knight, with his maul still out at Bellin, looking at you, Kyra, he looks very considering. Like, I respect your oath, but it is not mine. and only knights of the Delian Order may pass here. You are not worthy. And then he like puts his maul down next to him and just like looking at you guys like leave.
Where do we sign up?
To get this far, you know how.
I'm sorry, but the Delians are no longer a people that exist in this world.
I exist
Unfortunately-
in this world.
Well, you
Well,
exist
I
in
mean,
this
Will you leave or not?
We will absolutely leave. But I am curious, if we do want to become sworn, the Delian Order and
like an office.
civilization seems to have transformed into a different civilization, which you might not recognize. So, what if you tell me the solution to this bit of identity morphing? We might love to revisit this conversation later as sworn Delian.
We are having a conversation now. You will be Delian or you will leave.
So, I just have a question. So you're here to protect the sanctity of this place, is that right?
This is my resting place, and it is sacred to me.
Well,
Okay,
that
so-
was 20 minutes ago when those gobos were attacking us all in this sacred place.
I saw nothing. I sensed nothing. It was not here.
Well, here,
Do you
let
want
me.
to
I have
see
something.
it?
I have something I just want to say. Is that I don't think you realize that your temple here is kind of falling apart over time. And upstairs, there's a lot of urns that I believe have something in them that have kind of turned to goop because there's a lot of water coming in here, and I think that this temple needs to be preserved. And I know plenty of people who are good at doing that. And I can help you with this in protecting this temple for longer than the elements are going to take over if you don't let us help you.
Or we could just let it rot and sink to the bottom of the ocean like it is doing.
But this is an archaeological find.
Yeah, but it's got this guy in it, and I mean, he can.
But this is like that makes it even more special. He's like a lifeline to this lost culture.
Or
Roll persuasion.
But at disadvantage, because Ellen.
or at advantage. You don't know. I mean,
Persuasion.
You don't know. Yeah, persuasion.
you know, one of these days I might be able to roll a persuasion roll.
Well, were you being persuasive or were you being intimidating?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm actually proficient in it. I'm just Bellen's just not that type of person.
All right. He looks at you, Cole, and he looks at Bellin again, and he just sneers at Bellin. Looks at Cole. I swore an oath that lasts through death. It matters not to me what happens in the physical realm any longer. Only my oath.
So
You
I'm
will
free to
swear
look
or
around.
you will leave.
Am I free to look around then, since you don't care what happens in the material realm?
You are not sworn.
Okay, I swear. Can I look around now?
What do you swear?
I swear that when I die, I'll be as big a dick as you are.
Ellen?
Everybody roll initiative.
Mother clucker, Bellin. This is how we die. Oh my god.
Baby's only at.
What is happening
This
with
is
my
great.
rolls? Seriously?
I'm sorry.
Real life.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm really wondering if I just like leave.
I'm really wondering if I just leave.
All
We're
right,
all
is
gonna
everyone
die.
rolled? Everyone? Mm-hmm. And by the way, this whole time, Janina's been shaking like a leaf in your arms, Bammy.
Now you have to drop her ass.
She's not a club.
I haven't dropped her. I still have her.
All right. And then so this night, as Bellen's being such a sassafras, actually, we just roll initiative. You know what? This is a good stopping point. We'll pick up here next time.
Yeah, that's a good start
Yep.
point. Good, solid DM move right there.
Thank you.
Sorry, everyone.
We are going to
Great
leave
job,
you here to die.
That was awesome.
So, I mean, those commissioned artworks,
Yeah!
I
Well,
know.
that's exciting news. Anyone who
Yeah.
might still be
Memorial
watching.
pieces because we're all dead.
Oh, you know. All right, so good game, everybody. We'll
GG.
talk about this. Anybody who's watching, feel free to hit me up with messages on Twitter.
Yep, we
On
have,
Twitter.
We have a few people hanging out with us here at the end.
Hit
Lots
me
of
up
people
with
who
how I
seem
did.
to have arrived late, but unfortunately we're calling it a night here. This should
Yeah.
go up on YouTube sometime tomorrow.
Someone. There's always a dick in the squad. Belen's not that much of a dick. He's kind of a dick. I guess
He's not been very not dickish tonight.
I'm trying to think of a time when he wasn't somewhat
I know.
of a dick. But it's perfect. It's perfect. For as freaking sugary vanilla most of this group is, like, it's perfect.
I mean, he is a dick, but I think part of it is he has good reason, and part of it's a really big defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but someone had asked if they could see what the classes are. I think they came in pretty late. So, if we want to do just like a quick sound off, we are all level 1, but we can do a quick sound off of what the classes are really quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Cole, and I'm a level 1 wizard and a high elf. Or sun elf, technically. But I come from... Our ancestors are high elves. And that's me.
I'm playing Kyra Goldleaf, who is a human paladin, Oath of Vengeance, and apparently can't roll for shit.
Hey, you skewered that one Kappa
1.
and stabbed the guy real bad in the arm.
He didn't like it.
He didn't.
I'm playing Belen Ives. I am an archer, but it's a rogue fighter multi-class. Right now I'm a level 1 rogue. Belen is very standoffish. He's not very good being around people. He's kind of a sad person that seems to mask it with anger more than happy than I thought he would. But that's about Belen.
I am playing Bammy, the gold dragonborn barbarian, who wields a petrified cactus as a maul.
So awesome.
I'm playing Lunellis, who is a Moon Elf Engineer, which is a homebrewed class that Robert worked out, and we've all kind of collabed on as far as balance and stuff.
Okay, that's our team.
Yep.
And we have our brand new debut DM tonight,
Oh,
Lindsay.
yay!
Fantastic.
Hello, everyone. My
Yeah.
name's Lindsay. I'm a GM for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
She killed it. Knocked it out of the park.
It was super awesome. So before we sign off here, I'll just go ahead and do the. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter at YouPickGaming. If you miss any of our streams or want to watch any of our other campaigns, check us out on YouTube. YouPickGaming on YouTube. You can search for us, or you can go on our Twitter, or I think under the Twitch stream there's a link. You guys can go ahead and check out those. We have our next stream, D&D stream. I think is on Monday. There might be some other stuff mixed in between there, but our next actual for sure scheduled thing is on Monday. Monday night we have another D&D game that we're going to be doing. Other than that, we have a follower one-shot giveaway going on right now. Yeah, so you can sign in on Twitter and check that out. But other than that, thanks so much for coming out. We had quite a few people in chat. You guys were talking away. Really enjoyed it. Really appreciate it. And I love you all.
Yeah, love you guys. Thanks for watching. And happy birthday, Gary Gygax.
Yeah, Gygax Day, D&D.
Woo!
Woo! If you guys have any questions that you really want to know, go ahead and type it in the Twitch chat. And if we're sticking around for a couple minutes, we'll try and answer them in the Twitch chat if we can.
Yeah.
But thank you guys, and good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.